Squad assemble, we take a floor. Battle cries echo like thunders roll. No capes, no masks, just fire in veins. Our power level breaking chains.
Through the smoke, through the fire, we ignite the endless night.
Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking up. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles where the Lord. Energy blasts out in the sky. One punch lands and villains fly. We charge, we clash, no time to fall. Destiny's calling, we answer the call. Fusion sparks in the heart of the game. One team, one dream, burning like flame. We rise, never back down. Kings of the cosmos wearing no crown. Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking the code. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles with the Lord. Ready for war, ready for more. Universe travels with the Lord. Squad assemble, we take a floor. Battle cries echo like thunders roll. No capes, no masks, just fire in veins. Our power level breaking chains.
Through the smoke, through the fire, we ignite the endless night.
Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking up. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles where the Lord. Energy blasts out in the sky. One punch lands and villains fly. We charge, we clash, no time to fall. Destiny's calling, we answer the call. Fusion sparks in the heart of the game. One team, one dream, burning like flame. We rise, never back down. Kings of the cosmos wearing no crown. Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking the code. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles with the Lord. Ready for war, ready for more. Universe travels with the Lord. Squad assemble, we take a floor. Battle cries echo like thunders roll. No capes, no masks, just fire in veins. Our power level breaking chains.
Through the smoke, through the fire, we ignite the endless night.
Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking up. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles where the Lord. Energy blasts out in the sky. One punch lands and villains fly. We charge, we clash, no time to fall. Destiny's calling, we answer the call. Fusion sparks in the heart of the game. One team, one dream, burning like flame. We rise, never back down. Kings of the cosmos wearing no crown. Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking the code. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles with the Lord. Ready for war, ready for more. Universe travels with the Lord.
yo, 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 yo. Mic check, mic check. I repeat, I repeat. Yo, 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 yo. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Alright, sounds loud and clear. Hold on. Bro. Alright, yo, welcome back to my channel, people. This is The Last Snow, you call me Snow for short, and we are here with another live stream video. Live stream of Dragon Ball Fusion World, and yes, our prayers has been answered if you guys don't know about it. Before we even continue with what I'm about to talk about, make sure you like, share, subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channels. Multiple streaming right now, so if whatever platform you watching, make sure you support me by any means necessary. So you can see where the title is at. We asked for leaks, better leaks than what we had, and we definitely got them this morning. Well, morning time on my end. I was watching most of the stream while I was at work, while I had time. It was kind of chaotic yesterday. Massive people call out, so try to multitask on what's going on in the Fusion world compared to what was going on at my job. So I was kind of try to do what I got to do into making sure that I am here live to give you guys all the information that you guys need to be on the grind on what's going on with Dragon Ball Fusion World, right? So we definitely got a lot of leaks. So we definitely gonna walk through all colors, see what we got on a breakdown. Starting to see that it's gonna be it's been a Saturday thing for the past 3 weeks. If you guys noticed that, for the past 3 weeks, I mostly spend my time with you guys on speaking of what leaks that we got for each color, what's going on, and everything else, and where do I rate and what you guys rate on each leader. So I'm happy to see that we're here, locked in and loaded, and we're gonna get to see what we got going on. Definitely excited with what we got. I have not read most of the cards. I got to read some. Like I said, I was having a hard time yesterday because of work and try to balance work and the streaming. But I got to see some of the cards. Some of these cards are definitely interesting. Some of the cards definitely help out some of these leaders. But now we're here. Now we're gonna actually go through each and every color, the breakdown of each cards. The old cards we already went through. We're just gonna skimmer through it, but we're gonna actually see the new cards, actually read upon it, and I want to know what you guys feel about it, where you guys rate your leaders on it, not your leaders but all leaders with the new support, and then see how it goes, because that's it. I think we got one more week before they do the set dump, and then we get 2 weeks of testing, and we're just gonna have to start grinding on TCG Arena. People's gonna print out proxies, Eggman website to print out your proxies and stuff like that. So we just gonna be grinding, and especially with the regionals around the corner. So wish you guys the best of luck on the people that's actually going to the regionals, and let's just keep moving forward on what we're going to talk about today. What colors you guys want to talk about today? Guys can let me know. That I'm definitely gonna pick myself. Let me open up this folder real quick. Let me open up this folder a little bit. Kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely excited. I am definitely excited. Hold on, let me just check something real quick before I even continue, because I want to see if the chat box is actually working, because usually it tells me if it's successful on the chat box. All right, copy. So we definitely are here. We're here. Bet. All right, so we're gonna start off with which color should we start off with? That is the question that I am interested about. Let's go with yellow. Let's open up yellow real quick. Let's see what's going on with color yellow. All right, so for right now, for what we got for the color yellow, we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards, and one of them is an alternate art. So we already know what that card actually, is a super combo. So like I said, we more than halfway there into being done. I think we at least 80%, 80 to 85% leaked. Everything out and about, so I'm definitely kind of excited about that. So like I said, now we can actually see what's going on with where we got promoting of, right? So we're gonna start off with the one drops when it comes down to Bojacks. So if you guys don't know what Bojacks does, let's go with the Bojacks. So we got Bojacks for yellow. You already know on the Awakened side, we just gonna go through the glimpse of stuff because we already know what each leader actually does. With the key mechanics being introduced into yellow, so definitely excited about that to see something different. From what it looks like, Bandai is just redirecting the whole game into evolvement and key mechanics, so definitely kind of excited about that because key mechanic in set 9 is definitely an amazing mechanic. Evolve is an amazing mechanic. This Evolve was actually a second try because they tried it with Glorio, didn't work out. They tried it with Trunks, didn't work out. So basically, this is like their third time dealing with the Evolve mechanics, and I think they did justice when it came to the third time as the charm when it comes to Evolve. Now with the key, it was a just one shot thing. So a new mechanic is not on Dragon Ball Masters. So for it to be running smoothly for a whole set, definitely kind of excited about that. And now going into the secondary set 10, but it's a second set going into these new mechanics. Excited to see how these new leaders that we're getting with the mechanic actually gonna do with what's gonna go down with the support cards and the meta that we are about to enter. All right. So for the one cost, like I said, we have the one cost Kakuja. It's a searcher on play. Look at 5 cards on the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card other than Kakuja with the cost of 4 or less, and Slug Gang and its special traits, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in any random order. Okay, so you already know we got the searcher for that. Another one drop that we got going on with this set is Beidou, however you want to pronounce it, is the one drop 10k attack, 10k combo. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. So basically it's a reprint of the old Majin Buu, the Vegeta, the one drop Frieza. Like, it's just a repeat because they want to keep it in the Bojack's Brigade archetype, right? So it's definitely a good card. We also got another one drop. It's a Slug, one drop, 5k attack, 10k combo. Activate main. Switch this card in the battle area to rest mode. If your leader has 2 or more keys, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area that is in rest mode, and it can't switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. So this is another repeat card of a yellow card that we already have. We got a couple of cards that does this, that they just come rest on the board, come rest mode, and then whatchamacallit, you get to lock a body on board. So that's what yellow is mostly known about. So we're not like new to the whole mechanics that they actually have. Another one drop they have is the one drop Bujin, however you want to pronounce his name, is a one drop, 5k attack, 5k combo on play, draw 1. So we definitely got one of those cards. Cantrips, is always a reprint in every single set, just to make it a little bit interesting. Another one cost. Let me see something. I think that's it. Yeah, this is a one cost. But before we go to that one cost, I want to talk about this one cost. We got another Bujin one card. One cost is a 5k attack, 10k combo. Activate main once per turn. Reduce the key of your leader with Bojack Brigade in its special traits by 1. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area that is in rest mode and it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So now we got 2 cards that does the same thing. One actually rest to lock a body on board, and this is actually once per turn you get to lock a body on board as well. It's easy to remove because of one cost. We got a lot of stuff that gets a pop of one cost. Red gets a night this to 0. Yellow just going in a mirror match gets a rest and swing at it. So it's we're not new to the whole concept of what's going on with yellow with the support, right? And then also we're gonna mix in the promo cards as well. I'm just trying to go into the costs right now. We're doing the one cost and then we're just gonna build up from there. So last but not least, when it comes to the one cost, this didn't come out in English just yet. This was leaked yet this morning on my end, on my Eastern time. Zanga, however you want to pronounce it. Rosetta Stone is not active on my Twitch. I mean, purple app. I mean, on play, if your leader has the Bojack Crew trait, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and review up to 1 card with Bojack Crew trait. It says and, but it's supposed to say or trait or a cost of a 2 or 3 from among them and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your owner's deck. So basically this deck got 2 this support leader got 2 searchers, got 2 bodies that can actually rest, got 2 cards that can actually rest bodies on board. So it's definitely like the old mechanics, just basically just getting a reprint on multiple cards. I see yellow doing that a lot. Every other color is doing something very different. That's why I feel like yellow is always going to be like a strong color, because it just reprints all the old stuff, staple stuff, and just make it its own depending on what the archetype it is that's coming into the meta. So definitely kind of excited about that. Now those was the one cost. Let's talk about the 2 cost for yellow. We have Doradabo, 2 drop, 15k swing, 10k combo. On play, draw a card, then discard 1 card from your hand. I'm not sure we do have a card that does this in yellow, but black definitely does. There's a couple of black cards that actually does this, not sure. And then when KO'd, your leader gets +1 key. We definitely do have the leader that actually pops something off the board. So this might be a good card to actually have into your arsenal, but I'm not sure, because depending on what cards is actually coming out, and yellow is known to actually have, you know, the capability of using staples from old sets. I won't be surprised that this card would not be played into the deck. If it does, then I get it, because you want to build the key mechanics. But I hardly doubt this card is going to be played. Yo, it's over 9,000. What's up, Brody? Next up, we have another 2-drop Gokua. 2-drop Gokua is a 20k swing, 5k combo. When attacking, your leader gets +1 key. When KO'd on your turn, your leader gets 10,000 power for the turn. So this is definitely a good card to actually have into the deck, because every time he swings early game, you get to build up those keys. Your leader could actually awaken on time, early as possible. He's a 20k swing, so he will be swinging over your opponent's leader if they are not awakened, or even if they awaken, it's still a 20 to 20k swing. Yo, Chira, what up, Brody? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, the new reveals is definitely broken. We're definitely going to talk about them right now. We're just starting with yellow. I just want to recap on everything that actually came out for each color. Just skimming through all the old stuff, and then, you know, we're going to actually see what the new stuff actually bringing to the table, and see where each and every leader rates, if they're actually still the same as the last week's last week's ratings that I had from 1 through 5, based on what they got for the support for this set, not all around in the game itself, just a set itself, and then see how it goes from there. So when it comes to this card, this is definitely a good card because, you know, this is built for you swinging with it and then get 20k swing, give your leader a key, and then if anything, if your leader is awakened, you get to pop this card. Now your leader is swinging at a 30k swing capacity, swinging face, or maybe to a body on board. So that's definitely good because you already got what you needed to get out of this card by giving your leader a key, and you get to swing a 20k swing with it as well. All right, another 2 cards that we are getting is Slug. Another Slug card is a 2-drop 10k attack 10k combo. On play, your leader gets +1 key, then this card gets 5,000 power for the turn. So on play for that one turn, you could take advantage of it, swing 15 if it's an early game. If your leader's already awakened off of this key, so you just got to make sure that your leader already has a key, so when he gets a secondary key to awaken, you would definitely just gonna pop this card off the board. But if not, then you could just activate the main, which is place this card from the battle area into your owner's drop. If your leader has 2 or more keys, play up to 1 slug with the cost of 3 from your hand. So we're gonna definitely see if we do have a 3 cost slug. If not, then from what it looks like, we don't have a 3 cost slug just yet, but we're definitely gonna see that sometime next week, right? Next up, well, not sometime next week, because if they still in the sequence of colors, yesterday was supposed to be yellow and they did not leak anything. Well, they leaked everything all at once, like multiple colors. So if they're gonna restart it again, so that means tonight will be yellow again, right? Another 2 cards that we have is Angira, 2-drop 15k attack 10k combo. When attacking, reduce the key of your leader by 1. Switch one of your energies to active mode. Of course, is a typical yellow effect to one of the cards to actually withstand something. That's one thing about yellow. Yellow always try to find a way to continue its chain reaction of restanding. Like there's a word that I'm looking for, but I'm having a brain fart. That it's basically they keep doing the same thing over and over and when it comes to every set. They still locking bodies on board. They still restanding. Either there's a leader that's restanding, a battle card that's restanding, or energy that's restanding. Something has to restand. That's just what yellow's built on, right? When KO'd, look at three cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Slug Gang in its special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in any random order. So this is the 3rd card in the deck when it comes down to like searching for cards and bottom deck and everything else. So from what it looks like, this leader is gonna continue being what yellow does best, is increase in hand size. So having all these searchers, these are small bodies at the end of the day, but these small bodies have a good effect that maybe if their leader's not awakened, you could just swing with these 15k swings, these 20k swings or whatever. You got the slug that could on play swing at 15 and then activate it to sacrifice the card itself to use the effect of the slug. Like so like they all got a secondary effect that helps out, even though that their power is so weak when it comes to like going face or swinging at a body on board. But you could definitely see the potential with this deck when it comes to hand size, because it's doing a lot of searching, so you get to find the pieces that you need, and your sequence will come down to being efficient and in consistency when it comes down to like you finding your pieces. Just kind of worried about the whole bottom decking, because you might be bottom decking certain cards that you don't want to, but it is what it is, right? Sometimes you can't just get everything your way, and you're just gonna have to continue pushing. Let's go with another 2 calls. We got another 2 calls. Is another Zanga, however you want to pronounce it. It's a 2-drop 20k swing 0 combo. On play, your leader gets +1 key. When KO'd, your turn, draw 2 cards. So this is an amazing card, like I said. it's a 20k swing. But even if it was a 15k swing, it wouldn't be that bad, because 15k swing early game using this effect is definitely kind of good, because now you're tapping to swinging for 15, but your leader gets a key. Maybe your leader gets to awaken because it has the secondary key that it needs. Once you swing with this body, you can just KO it, activate the leader effect, and then you can activate this effect, and you get to draw 2 cards. So like I said, you got the searchers. You got 3 searchers already. You got basically a secondary cantrip into the archetype itself. So I definitely see this that really having a good hand size going turn by turn from early game to end, right? So that's definitely good to see. Another 2 cards that this set is coming out with is the 2-drop Bito, 15k swing, 10k combo. On play, play up to 1 battle card with the cost of 1 from your hand. So it could definitely be good to actually, it could be good with this, because if you activate this, you summon it, and then maybe the 1 drop is a searcher or a cantrip or whatever the case may be. You can actually swing the 15k swing and then combo with the 1 card. Maybe you got a card from like is a searcher or a cantrip. You get to increase your size by 1 of hand, and then you swing for 20. And then, you know, this is going to be a body on board that your opponent is going to have to address. If they don't, this might be a body that they going to be leaving to the side, just forget about it, second guessing on swinging, and then next thing you know, you could use another card, like another cantrip, and just swing for 20 again, 20 or 25, just to apply pressure to your opponent. Right? Next up, just trying to make sure I go in order. Next up, we have extra cards, but before we get to the extra cards, let's talk about the first boss body that we actually have. Is the 5 cost SR Bojax himself. It's a 35k swing, 0 combo, permanent. On your opponent's turn, if this card would be removed from the battle area by your opponent, you may reduce the key of your leader by 1 and KO 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area instead. So this is definitely a good card, because it's a once per turn effect. So if you don't have an answer for this, 2 answers, because you're gonna have to try to pop this for the second time, because if once you try to pop this the first time, they're gonna use the effect and pop something else on the board, and we already see what this archetype is already carrying on its own. When it goes to like bodies being KO'd, you got bodies that when they KO, you get to draw a card, you get to give a key, you get to search, like all that stuff definitely gonna help out. So now you have answers on your opponent's turn, and you have answers on your turn. To work around it, your opponent is gonna have to try to remove those bodies off the board before you get to address this card, because in order for the effect to activate, there has to be another body on board that your opponent can, that you can actually pop to activate the permanent effect. And what I like about this card is that it's not leader locked. You can pop anything off the board, even if it's not part of the Bojax Brigade. So it's definitely a good card to actually have. So now you got a 35k swing that's protected once per turn, so that's definitely kind of good. And then on play, when attacking, play up to 1 battle card with the cost of 2 or less from your hand. So now you got a body that can actually cheat out small bodies, and like I said, this archetype does definitely have small bodies that could definitely do some type of damage, increase hand size, find the pieces that you need by searching. It's just applying a lot of pressure, and you're free playing a 2 cost that's probably a 20k swing that you probably need to apply a little bit more pressure to your opponent. And then it's on play, right? On play, you're summoning 1 body, then you're swinging, you're summoning another body. So now you're building up that board with a bunch of 2 costs, and then try to apply pressure to your opponent. So now seeing yellow being that aggressive, going wide, is definitely kind of insane. Which, you know, yellow is now looking like that type of color that does that now, to go small but wide, and then try to apply as much pressure to your opponent as possible, right? Now let's go to the extra the super combo you guys know about. There's the alternate art super combo. We're gonna get the regular art to that as well. So we could just leave that to the side. Let's talk about the last two cards, which are extras. So we have Galaxy Soldiers Invasion is a 2-drop. Activate main, your leader with Bojack's Brigade and his special traits gets +1 key. Then look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Bojack Brigade and his special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in any random order. So this might get played in the deck depending on how many key mechanics you're actually gonna use. If the leader is actually using a key mechanic excessively, and then you need to build up those keys, you definitely want to have as many key mechanic cards that you actually can get because of your boss battle card that you have. The Bojack's 5 cost, 35k swing, needs to remove a key from your leader in order to, you know, continue protecting that card on the board. All right. Then at the same time you're actually searching, so it's doing 2 things. Usually a searcher is actually a 1 cost, but this is actually a 2 cost, but it's actually giving you your leader a key as well. So that's definitely kind of good. And to finish it all off with yellow, we have one more extra card. It's Psychic Boundary. It's a 3 cost. Reduce the key of your leader with Bojack Brigade and his special traits by 2 during your opponent's next turn. Their battle cards with the cost of 2 or less are played in rest mode. So this is definitely kind of good, especially when it comes to certain matchups. Like I like to play Namaku. Namaku does play a lot of the 2 costs and 1 cost bodies. This is definitely kind of bad because now it's like trying to find out of this is definitely, depending on what the meta looks like for that set, this card would definitely be good into the deck. And depending on, you know, like the Bojack's leader likes to remove keys. This is actually another card that's reducing the keys, so you don't have to sacrifice any keys. You could probably sacrifice keys for something else, not for the leader effect, to reduce the keys, and then try to have your opponent not to swing with the 2 cost bodies. Like I said, depending on where the meta is going, this is definitely a good card. Like I said, perfect example when it comes to Namaku. Namaku has the Guru. Guru will be worth nothing because it has to come in active mode to turn into rest mode to activate the effect. Because of this, it will come straight in rest mode, so you won't be able to activate the effect and stuff like that. Oh, sorry. I worked last night, so you know, you're gonna see me yawn here and there. I haven't slept, so I'm just running through this, right? So that's it for yellow. And just a recap on the yellow leader, let me just make sure that I'm actually understanding the leader. So on the awaken side, on the front side, he needs 2 keys to awaken. Okay, that's a average mechanic when it comes to keys. And then on the awaken side, once per turn, reduce this card's key by 2 and kill 1 body. So yeah, so basically you're building keys on top of this leader, and then you gotta basically remove 2 and then pop a body on the board to, you know, switch this card to active mode to swing again. So that's definitely kind of good. Like I said, this deck, it's built on going small bodies, going wide, and really being hyper aggressive and having the hand size as high as large as possible to start swinging for 30k swings. You gotta, and then with the effect that this has to pop a body on board, that body could be the one that gives this guy a 10k combo boost, or searcher, draw 2s, like stuff like that. So that's definitely yellow. So where do yellow for me stand at? When I was doing yellow last week, I rated yellow, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, before the cards that was leaked today, I put yellow from 1 through 5. I put yellow at 3. I didn't give any color 5. I know for a fact because the full set is not out. I feel like 5 is a little bit too much. 4 will be the most. And I think this was 3 or 4. 3 or 4. Whatever the case may be, looking at what we got, right? This deck does not have that many bodies to swing with, right? It doesn't have that body to swing with. That's 20k or more. Not that many if I'm looking at it right now. But the key mechanic of hyper aggressive, hyper awaken your leader, and then try to apply pressure, and then try to swing with your leader at least twice per turn is definitely kind of good. You just gotta make sure that if you're playing against black, you know black has a counter for restanding anything on the board if they have the cards, right? It's just, oh, sorry, wow, it's getting to me. The yawn is getting to me. Like I said, I apologize. I just worked overnight, came home, haven't slept. I went to organizing my files so I actually speak to you about these leaks and everything else. But Bojack's right now, hands down. I still have it at 3 because I still need to see more of the big bodies, the 4 costs, the 3 costs. Right now we're seeing the 1 and 2 costs because that's all they're giving us is the 1 to 2 cost. And mostly what we're seeing is you got a lot of searching, a lot of build up, but where the build up is going to. Like we already see what the 35k swing does, that he can actually, you know, be protected by something on the board if you have the keys build up, which the cards that already got revealed is definitely giving the build up for. But like what it's his end game outside of this 5 cost, and I'm rating it at what we're receiving for this set, not overall, like what we're receiving for the set. Like if we're gonna go with the overall rate of what yellow could possibly add on to this deck, then we're definitely gonna give it like a 4 to a 4.5 because it's just there's so many pieces that's in yellow that could go into this deck to really be heavy annoying, locking down bodies on board, removing bodies on board. Whatchamacallit, draw power will be there, having bodies that can restand, barrier bodies that can be touched and just continue swinging. Like there's so much potential if you're gonna talk about this deck, about this leader itself outside of the set. So the way, like I said, I'm rating these leaders on what we're getting in this set. So from 1 through 5, I definitely keep this at 3 because I still need to see something more when it comes down to just building the build up. What are we building to? Like, is the build up so worth it to be heavy build on key mechanics, or should we just go on an extensive of just yellow being yellow and just get a lot of staples, just have a certain amount, a good amount of key cards to have the old staple yellow cards like the Goku, the Boo, the Barrier Boo, the cantrips, the resting the bodies on board, like stuff like that. Like, do we need it? Because right now the leader effect is not archetype locked, so that's why it makes this deck a little bit dangerous, because using staples outside of this set will make this deck strong. So right now I definitely give it a 3 until I see what's the end game when it comes to this. Like what is the mid to the end game, like for sure. Next up, what are we gonna talk about? Next up, let's talk about green. Let's talk about green. You guys already know what green is. If you guys don't remember what green is, we have a secondary key mechanic leader going into this color. First was Beast Gohan, definitely an amazing deck. It just lacks on early game removal, so people just going hyper aggressive into the deck, try to swing as much as possible before turn 5, because once turn 5 comes around the corner, when it comes to Beast Gohan, you already know it's about to be 30k swing to 50k swing to just continue being 50k. Before the promo Gohan came out, it was still kind of unwise to play that deck because, you know, you only have 4 cards that could cheat out at 8 cost. But now you have the promo card that's now cheating. That's 8 bodies in your deck that's cheating out those 8 cards by turn 5. And that ratio is definitely amazing to actually have, because if you do the math, you're starting your hand with 6, your life is at 8, and then you're drawing, so that's 7. So that's already going down to 30 or less cards into your deck. So now you get to see those pieces faster than usual, right? So now we have another key mechanic leader, which is the Sun Gohan slash Piccolo. So they got the youth on the front side, but they have the adolescence on the awakened side. It awakens when it has 3 keys or more, or it has 3 life or less, depending on what it is. So basically, this is like when it comes to leaders like this, they are very dangerous. If you guys don't know, SS3 Goku is like that. Jiren was like that. Topku was like that. Like those leaders right there at their prime when they first dropped, they was definitely very dangerous. Awakening that late into the game, a lot of people was like, oh no, this sucks because somebody could put you to 4, they try to double strike you, put you down to 2, but they're not understanding that the build up to the awakened side and the support behind that leader definitely makes the deck very, very dangerous, right? So we already know what this leader does. If you don't know, basically it's on the awakened side is join 1, then choose up to 1 card with master teachings in its special traits and Sun Gohan in its card name in your battle area, and it gets +1 key. Activate main once per turn. During this turn, the next time you use Piccolo with Master Teachings in its special traits, reduce the cost by 1. So definitely, we already know what the mechanics sits on. So let's start talking about what we have so far when it comes to this leader, and we're gonna go by the 1 cost and then just build ourselves up from there. So one of the 1 costs that we have is the Sun Gohan Youth. It's a 1 cost, 10k attack, 10k combo. On play, this card gets +1 key. Definitely want to have these key mechanics because, like I said, this leader does not awaken until it has 3 keys or is at 3 life. So you want to awaken as soon as possible because the effect of these leaders that we're getting from set 9 to set 10, their awakened side effect is so very needed to be awakened that you could definitely do a lot when they awaken. Some of them are definitely kind of good when they're not awakened, that they don't really have to awaken as soon as possible, but all these leaders that we have so far and is coming out, the awakened side definitely is needed as soon as possible in the game. When attacking, reduce your total keys by 2. This card gets 10,000 power for the battle, so you're basically gonna be swinging for 20k swing, but you're gonna be removing 2 keys for this. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, it's definitely a Gohan card that you're gonna leave because there's a lot of these cards that definitely rely on Gohan bodies on the board, and you want to keep that in track of, right? So the next card that we have is the 1 cost Kami, 10k attack, 10k combo. Activate battle, place this card from the battle area into your owner's drop. Your Piccolo that's in battle gets 20,000 power for the battle. So it doesn't say battle area, it says in battle, so that means you could use this and your leader could actually get the key piece to this to swing at a 40k swing. So that's definitely kind of good to apply pressure, or you could just give it to another Piccolo on board and swing the same amount. It's all up to you, but just in case if you don't have a Piccolo on the board and you have nothing else to do, and or you're trying to go for game and your leader is the only one left to swing with, you definitely want to do this and try to swing for 40 and then plus, right? Because it's going to be a 50k swing because this card is that, well, no, because you got to place this card in the battle area. This would have been broken if it's actually just giving the 20k swing, because then you're giving the 20 to the leader or to whatever Piccolo on the board, and then use this as a combo. That will be a 50, that will be a 30k combo boost, which will be broken, right? So those are the only 2 1 costs. No, there's another 1 cost, and it's SR. I just glanced and I just kept moving. This is the 3rd 1 cost that we have. It's a SR, one of the SRs for the set for green. 5 is a Videl 5 cost. 1 cost, 5k attack, 0 combo. On play, draw 1 card. So we got a Searcher, but with a 0 combo cost. And then activate main, switch this card in the battle area to rest mode. Choose up to 1 card with Sun Gohan in its card name in the battle area, and it gets +1 key. So this might be an issue when it comes to your opponent trying to keep this on the board. Maybe not, who knows, depending on what turn they're in, and you don't want them to have a certain amount of keys to, you know, to awaken, or to give a power boost to another Gohan on board and stuff like that. But definitely a great card to actually have. But just keep in mind that it's actually a zero cost, so don't try to build your deck into a lot of zero cost combo. Next up, now let's talk about the 2 cost. We have one of the Piccolos, a 2 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo. Look up, on play, look up 4 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Master Teachings and its special traits, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in any random order. So, okay, this is definitely a searcher. Not a regular old searcher, because regular old searcher is like a 1 card, but this is actually a 2 cost. Maybe you could use the Kami to actually give this a boost. Will be a 25k swing 2 cost, which is definitely gonna be good, but I'm not sure if people is actually gonna use this, because sacrificing 2 energies and then try to put the Kami, that's a 3 cost, to try to just bump this into a 25k swing. I'm not sure if you want to do that. So it's up to you, depending on how the mechanics need it. You probably need it, probably don't. But for what it looks like, I don't think you really need this card into your deck, because you have other options in the deck, and you want to use a couple of staple cards outside of this green set. Set 10 cards, so we got to keep that in mind as well. Another 2 cards we have is another Piccolo. Is a 2 cost, 20k swing, 5k combo. When attacking, if there is a nail in your drop, choose up to 1 card in your battle area with Master Teachings and its special traits, and Gohan in its card name, and it gets +2 keys. So now we're starting to see a little pattern that you got to play a lot of the Gohans and a lot of the Piccolos to key each other up, to use each other's effects, and try to have a smooth turn to like swinging, building up keys, and trying to go for like a big blow for the end game, and try to remove bodies off the board as well, which we haven't seen just yet. We're seeing a lot of build-ups, but we're not seeing removals. So if this is it's looking like it's gonna be another beast Gohan deck, that it's gonna be relying on end game again, but with no early removals, which is kind of sad to see, because then that means aggro decks will be running through this if you're playing the right opponent. Because not just because the deck it's actually an aggressive deck, don't mean the person that's actually playing it is gonna be playing the aggressive way or doing the lines that they're supposed to in a correct manner. Right. Next up, we have another 2 cost Piccolo. Just a bunch of Piccolos. It's gonna be a bunch of Piccolos and Gohans in this deck. I'm not gonna lie. It's a 2 drop, 15k swing, 10k combo, permanent. If you have a card in your battle area with Master Teaching and the special traits and Son Gohan in his card name, this card in the battle area gets 10,000 combo. Excuse me. Apologies. 10,000 combo. So that's definitely another thing. Like I said a few minutes ago, you got the Piccolos and the Gohans that's going to be relying on each other when it comes to building up in any ways like keys, power boost, searching, swinging. So yeah, you have a lot of options to how you want to build this deck on, and what type of pattern you trying to have it, because it's looking like you got a lot of Piccolos relying on a lot of Gohan cards. So we'll have to continue and see what else do we have. We also have another 2 cost Piccolo. It's just a bunch of Piccolos we're getting. I think they really want Piccolo to be the stepfather of the year when it comes to this deck, because he's really relying on pushing Gohan to the test, pushing Gohan to the point that you want to get 1 good power swing to go for game, right? So it's a 2 cost, 2 NK swing, 5k combo, permanent. If your card with Master Teachings and the special traits and Son Gohan in its card name is removed from the battle area by your opponent, you may KO this card in the battle area instead. So that's that. So like I said, he's doing the build up, giving keys to Gohan. Now you have this card that protects the Gohan. So now you're having protection and build ups for the Gohan cards that you're gonna have into this deck. But we just gonna have to see what Gohan cards we actually getting. So there was leaks yesterday, and we're gonna talk about them. But we're gonna continue. There was leaks yesterday that this color tips the scale, because when I spoke about this leader last week, I felt like this leader didn't have much to go by that I did give it a 2 out of 5. And 2 out of 5 is not that good in my book. I feel like it's missing a lot. It's card dependent, card reliant. But from what we're seeing now with the leaks from yesterday, this morning, you get to see that this has been a tip. There has been a scale move on when it comes to this color and leader, right? So on play, choose up to one card in your battle area with Master Teachings and his special traits and Son Gohan in his card name, and it gets +2 keys, right? So that's definitely good. Like I said, it's protecting the Gohan, it's giving Gohan the keys that it needs. So let's just keep moving on forward on a not even a non-Piccolo. We're gonna continue. There's another Piccolo. Yo, they just love Piccolo. We have another Piccolo. It's a 2-drop, 15k swing, 10k combo Piccolo. On play, choose up to one card in your battle area with Master Teachings and his special traits and Son Gohan in its card name, and it gets +2 keys. We just read another card that's doing the same thing. So it's Gohan dependent with this deck. You're gonna see a bunch of Piccolos on board. It's like a Namek deck. So just brace yourself. I'm liking the build up, but like I said, it's giving me the Beast Gohan vibes. I don't see early removals, which the meta that we in is it's on an aggressive mode. You probably get your matchups against certain decks that you can actually win by. But you need, this deck really needs removals, early removals. And right now we just went through like at least 6-7 cards and I have not seen removals early game, right? Next up we have a Gohan, finally a 2-drop Gohan. We had the 1-drop Gohan, now there's the second Gohan into the archetype. It's a 2-drop, 50k swing, 10k combo. On play, this card gets +1 key. So from what it looks like, each Gohan gets his own key. Piccolo is giving Gohan the keys. So like I said, Stepfather of the Year goes to Piccolo. Activate main once per turn. Reduce your key by 1. Draw 1 card and discard 1 card from your hand. So that's kind of good. You get to draw 1 card. See which one to pitch out your hand. Maybe you need to rearrange your cards into your hand so you can actually get the pieces that you need to get your line straight for the game, right? Then this card in the battle area gets 5,000 power for the turn, which is definitely good because you'll be swinging a 20k swing. I like it, but it will be a 15 in your opponent's turn, so he will be dying unless you got the Piccolo that protects to protect this card. But I'm not sure if you want to protect this card, honestly. But we'll have to wait and see what other cards we have into this deck, into this archetype itself. So let's see if we got another 2-drop. No more 2-drops, right? All right, no more 2-drops. Finally. So we saw a bunch of Piccolos. That's and a bunch of and 2 Trunks. Not 2 Trunks, 2 Gohans, right? So let's go up to the 3 costs. We got the 3 costs. We got 1 Son Gohan Childhood. It's a Super Saiyan Gohan. Basically, it's a 3 cost, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, this card gets +2 keys. Like I said, all the Gohan is giving itself his key, and then Piccolo is just right beside him, doing what he needs to do as a support. Activate main, reduce the key of this card by 1. Switch this card to active mode, then this card gets 10,000 power and can attack your opponent's leader for the turn. So it's definitely good because now you're swinging for 20 to lead, let's just say, or even to the board. 20 to lead, 20 to board, and then you get to remove a key because you start with 2 keys with this guy. Remove a key, restand him, and swing for 30, which is amazing. But then you got the Piccolos as well. So if this card gets to survive, you get to see 2 swings from this guy every single turn because you got the Piccolo to protect and you got the Piccolos that gives the Gohan the keys, which is definitely amazing to actually have. So I like how they actually have a small body that can withstand and apply that pressure, right? Another 3 cards that we're getting is another Gohan, Son Gohan Childhood. 3 cards, 20k swing, 10k combo. On play, this card gets +1 key. Then if you have a total of 3 or more keys, add up to 1 Piccolo with the cost of 2 and Master Teaching and the special traits from your drop to your hand. So for when it looks like this leader, this card itself gotta have 3 keys. You're already starting with one on play. Then you summon a Piccolo, one of the Piccolos. It looks like all the Piccolos giving 2+ keys, so you have 3, and then you get to recycle a Piccolo back to your hand, which is definitely gonna be amazing, because you'll be swinging 20k swing, comboing, then giving back. Excuse me, then getting back a card for your discard pile as well. So definitely kind of good. So those 2 Gohan cards, I definitely see how good they could actually be. Right. So as of 3 cost, that'll be it. So let's go to the 4 cost. We got another Son Gohan, but this version is the Great Ape. 4 cost, 30k swing, 0 combo. On play, draw 1 card, KO, play up to 1 Son Gohan Youth with the cost of 2 or less from your job. We already seen 2 Gohans that actually could be good, potentially good into the deck. Now you get to free summon a 2 cost Gohan, and they got the potential to, you know, get their own key again, try to build up keys and do what they got to do with the mechanics of the keys, and then try to go from there. But 30k swing plus a draw is definitely kind of good, right? Because we didn't get to see no cantrips except the SR, but SR with 0 combo, it's not that. It's not a regular old regular old cantrip, right? Next up, we got another 4 cost, which was leaked today. It's a promo card, so it's not coming with the set. It'll be in the, you know, Ultimate Battle or whatever, you know, maybe on entry when you go to tournaments, depending what it is. So we got the 4 drop, 20k swing, Son Gohan, 10k combo. When attacking once per turn, if you have a total of 2 keys, switch this card to active mode. Then this card gets 20,000 power for the turn. So now you got 2 Gohans that could get to restand. One, you got to remove a key to restand it, but he's swinging 120 at anything. It could be at face, but then the 30k, you only can swing at the board. This one is actually, you can swing 20. You can swing 20k at anything, and then you could stand him again and swing for 40 at anything as well. So that's definitely good. So and this is a 4 cost, which is amazing, because now if they're trying to go wide with bodies on board and they got them rested, you got these Gohans that can actually restand and just apply pressure. They're gonna burn cards at their hand, let them. You're not really burning anything out your hand. You're basically just keeping these bodies on board and see how it goes by. But like I said, no removals just yet. It looks like they want to be using brute force when it comes to this leader itself. All Piccolos, yeah, definitely all Piccolos. Shadow Sloth, what's up? What's up? Thank you for tuning in. Possible brand monitoring held. A message for a reason. Smart detection expired and not posted to chat. AI viewer. I don't know what is that. Some auto mod. Alright. We're gonna continue. Next up, we do have 5 cost. We got two boss bodies. Let's talk about the first one, which was leaked yesterday. It's a 5 cost Piccolo. It's all Piccolo. And we only saw two. We saw the Videl and the Kami. Everything else has been Piccolo and Gohan in this deck, right? So we have the 5 cost, 25k swing, 10k combo. On play, place one of your energies into your owner's drop. If you have a total of 2 or more keys, play up to 1 card with Son Gohan in its card name and a cost of 5 or more less. Hold on. Are all the new leaks on Discord? Yes. If you go to my Discord, they're actually there. Everything, because I was actually watching the leaks while they was having the regionals, and then I was at work at the same time. So they're actually all up there. Right now we finished talking about yellow, and now we're trying to finish up green. So hold on, let me rewind this back. I'm trying to understand what this on play just said. Place one of your energies into your owner's drop. If you have a total of 2 or more keys, play up to 1 card with Son Gohan in its card name and a cost of 5 or less from your hand. So you're summoning 2 bodies off the board. You basically summon 2 Gohans. Excuse me. That's what you're telling me, right? I'm not. That's crazy. This card is crazy. To be a 5 cause, 25k swing is kind of a little bit excessive. But that effect is definitely dangerous. Because now by turn 5, so Beast Gohan by turn 5 is summoning big bodies. Just summoning a 30k swing, then you summon an 8 drop, right? That's it. This deck looks like at turn 5, you're summoning this body, 25k swing, but then you're summoning 2 more bodies. So now you're summoning wide bodies. And if you got any of those Gohans on board, you're looking at like 4 to 5 swings that same turn. That is intense. So that means anybody that's playing against this deck would have to go really aggressive in the first 4 turns. Because once it gets to turn 5 and it has the right pieces to do what they got to do, you're about to face 4 or 5 swings straight to face or to the board. And then you're going to have to capitalize on trying to remove those bodies off the board. And that's not going to be easy to do, right? Because yellow don't have removals like that. Black, you better have the keys to try to remove that many bodies off the board. You know, blue, you could bounce back 2 or less if you got the Vegeta. I don't know what else they actually have as well that can actually come up that early. But if you don't have an answer, you might be going back-to-back turns with them having multiple bodies being summoned and just swinging heavy to face. And that's going to be amazing. That's a total of 2 keys. That's definitely going to be. If you have a total of 2 keys, yeah, you have the potential, you have keys. Remember, when I was talking about this leader, I felt like this leader was missing so much. It was giving me the same vibes as yellow. It has so many keys to build up to what exactly? We didn't get to see something. This is not really a boss body because it's a 25k swing. It's a great SR. Don't get me wrong. 10k combo, definitely gonna need it. And I'm still on the play effect that you're summoning 2 bodies. That means each turn, if you have a Piccolo, you're gonna be summoning 3 bodies per turn. 3 bodies and just swinging. And then you got your leader as well. And like I said, if you have those Gohans is gonna be crazy. SS3 kills before turn 5. Like if it does get the effect that it needs to remove bodies off the board, then it could keep in competition. SS3 is definitely a very dangerous deck to deal with. But I see where they're going with this meta. That now by turn 5 is just the game goes either way. The game is gonna go either way. That means you have to protect early game when it comes to going against SS3 and everything else. If SS3 does not do what it does best, then you know I've seen a lot of people that play SS3 on client, YouTube videos, live on stream, and I'm not talking about streamers. I'm just like, because there's people that like to stream just be out there just playing the game and everything else. But I've seen it everywhere. Don't ask me about pointing out no names. I'm not pointing out no names. I'm just saying the deck itself is powerful, but not everybody could do what it's supposed to be doing. That's all I gotta say. So we're gonna continue on that. When attacking, if your leader has Son Gohan in its card name, your leader gets +1 key. Then hold on. When attacking, if your leader has Son Gohan in its card name, so that means Beast Gohan could use this. That's what you're telling me. Beast Gohan could use this. That's all I gotta say. I'm not saying it's gonna use it, but I'm just saying if you could pick out a package in this set to actually add in the Beast Gohan, you got this card. So I gotta say, your leader gets +1 key. Then your leader gets 5,000 power until the end of the opponent's next turn. Do you understand what that means? Just adding this card in Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan is already swinging for 25. Your man is gonna be swinging for 30, but then there's a 25k swing, 25 on the defensive side. That's just insane. Beast Gohan and Team Gohan from set 1. Bro, if I see somebody playing set 1, I'm gonna be hella tight. If I see somebody playing set 1 Gohan, I'm gonna be hella tight. I think we should surpass that already. We should definitely surpass that. Like with the mechanic, the way it's going right now. Please, let's not go. Let's not go into Gohan again. But yeah, definitely a great card. Definitely a great SR. Great SR. This is definitely something Piccolo slash Gohan really needed in the deck. But like I said, strong brute force, but I don't see removals. Now let's talk about the next 5 cost, right? Because there's 2 cards outside of this mechanic, outside of this archetype that I want to talk about as well, and then there's the extra cards, right? So let's talk about the next, and it's the SCR, one of the SCRs, one of the God cards that's coming out for this set, Son Gohan Childhood. First of all, I feel like this is the Gohan that I like. This is definitely the Gohan that I like the most. It's either this Gohan with this suit. This is when he turns Super Saiyan 2, if I'm not mistaken, versus Bojax. Right? I might be right. Right? If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. This right here, this little walk that he does compared to him turning Super Saiyan versus Cell, is just, he's just badass. Like this is the Gohan that I like. Out of all the versions of Gohans that they ever came out with, this is the best version. The Team Gohan, Super Saiyan, and just Super Saiyan 2 at that. Super Saiyan 2, definitely give him respect. But for him to be a boss body, 5 cost, 35k swing, 0 combo on play. If your leader and discard, wait, your leader and, not if, my bad. Your leader and discard gets +1 key. Then this card gets 15,000 power for the turn. My man, you're swinging 50 at a 5 cost. 50k swing at a 5 cost. What? Nah, that's insane. That is definitely insane. 35 is already enough. But for 1 turn at a 50, he's definitely going to do some damage. When attacking, reduce the total of keys by 7. So now I know why you have so many build up on keys. Keys by 7. If your card inflicts damage to your opponent in a battle during this turn, add one of your opponent's life to its owner's energy in rest mode. That's... How do I feel about that effect? That actually is kind of good if your opponent's life is really, really low. Right? If they're in a double strike range, you summoning this, you got the keys built up, putting them down to 1 is definitely dangerous. I think it deals damage to life, then add a life to energy. So if your opponent takes the 50k swing, probably bump it up to like 60, 70 to make sure that swing actually hits. Then they're gonna basically, this is basically a double strike. Just one card is going to their hand and the other one going to energy. That is crazy at a 5 cost. That is definitely crazy. Definitely something this card really needed. But like I said, where is the removals this leader needs? Beast Gohan was lacking on that. Now this leader is lacking on it as well. If you do not have the removals, you're basically letting your opponent build up board as much as possible, and then it's going to be to the point you're not going to be able to combo out at every single swing. You're going to try to swing at their board, but what's going to happen is they're most likely going to combo out, and that's going to be an issue, right? So I like where they're going with green. It's just missing the removals. The removals. We got the super combo Son Goku. We already got a Piccolo energy marker, and we already got a Gohan energy marker. So I know, shout out to my Piccolo leaders that's gonna be using Piccolo. I know they're gonna be using those super combos instead of this one, or maybe they're just gonna keep it in the trend and use that one. Right. So let's talk about the extra cards. We have the Desperate Sacrifice. It's a 1 cost. Place 1 Piccolo with Master Teachings from your battle area into your owner's drop. Choose up to 1 card. one of your cards with key that has master teachings and your special traits and Son Gohan in its card name, and it can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skills until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this card right here, right now, last week I spoke about this card and I really thought this card was trash because there was no Gohans that's worth protecting like this. But now you have two Gohans. Well, one is a promo. So right now you only have one Gohan. You have one Gohan, right, that could restand and apply pressure to your opponent. Definitely amazing because you can actually protect it with this card. Activate main, make sure they protect it. So like that, you know, you can actually swing with him, then restand them so they don't swing at him again. Or if you have enough combo power in your hand, you can actually just, you know, just combo out. But it won't be able to get removed off the board. Just if they're swinging. They want to waste their swings on that, then they can. But they just, hopefully, they know that they're about to have a dual striker plus other bodies on board that's going to actually try to apply pressure as well. Gonna have to see the rulings on that card, to be honest. Well, when it says to deal damage, damage is to life. Because we have the Piccolo, the first Piccolo leader that we ever got. His effect is he has to deal damage in order to restand again to swing again. Remember that. And then we had in the Beast Gohan deck, you have the 2-drop Gohan that says if this card does damage, right, then he gets to search the top 3 and then pick out a card and then bottom deck the rest. So I know for a fact when it says deal damage, it's basically saying to life. Deal damage to life. Not a battle card on board. To life. Right? Because if they're going to change the ruling to that, then they're going to have to change the ruling to those old cards as well. Because we played multiple cards like that says deal damage. The deal damage has to be to life. Right? Last but not least, when it comes to the extras, we have the grueling training, 1 cost, activate battle. On your cards that's in battle gets 15,000 power for the battle. Then if your leader has master teachings and the special traits, and if you have a total of 3 or more keys, your cards in the battle gets 1,000. So don't be surprised that they'll be playing this as well. I'm the type that I like to build, like I'll get my case and I would like to build the decks with just the cards in the set itself to see how they function, and then from there I can actually see what works or not. That's what I always do. I go on TCG, or I'll just build the decks and go to my local spot and, you know, test out with my teammates, test out with my regular local buddies, and then see what works or not. I'm not saying that I'm gonna be playing the deck itself, but I just like to test it out to see an idea of what people will actually be playing, right? So I do see them playing these 2 extra cards. They're 1 cost. It's not that bad. One's activate main to protect your Gohans, which you really want to protect your Gohans, and then you got this one to activate battle. You're basically giving a plus 25k if you got at least 3 keys on board, and it doesn't even say board, just 3 keys in general. That's including your leader. So with the way that this archetype is going, there's a lot of build up for keys. So I definitely see where it's going. So hands down to that, right? So that was it for the Son Gohan / Piccolo. We have 2 extra cards that came out, and it's basically giving support to an old leader. A lot of people had hopes on this leader when it first came out, interested of it, but it didn't get enough support to make the deck relevant. So then coming out with the support that it has now, I still feel like it does not give the leader enough firepower to make it relevant to the meta that we're in, and that's Turles. So let's talk about the first card that he gets. Is a 3 cost, 25k swing 0 combo Turles card on play. If your leader has Greatest Showdown and his special traits, add up to 2 cards from your life to your hand. Right? Typical green. Try to awaken as soon as possible so that you can just start popping off its effect. Because Turles' effect is definitely a great effect to actually have. but I don't feel like it's enough when it comes down to this meta. Somebody probably will prove me wrong. I was just gonna have to wait and see. When attacking, if you have a fruit of the Tree of Might in your energy, choose up to 2 battle cards with a combined cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO them. So it's definitely a good card because, you know, your opponent might have small bodies on board. Those 1 cards that they got lingering around, you want to pop them, you can pop 2. Or if they have a 2 cards, that's definitely going to be a problem. You can actually swing and just remove it. You just got to make sure that the extra card, the fruit, is at your energies to actually pop off with this effect. And if he does survive that turn, your opponent's going to have to really think about next turn, because he's going to end up popping those small bodies off the board again. Good card, but I feel like Turles just needs more. Next up, he has another card, Turles, another Turles. 4 cards, 30k swing, 5k combo. Activate main, add a 1 card, add a 1 fruit of the Tree of Might from your energy to your hand, and place this card from the battle area to your owner's drop. If your leader has Greatest Showdown and special traits, play up to 1 Turles with the cost of 5, which we got 2 of those. 2 different types. We have the crit, and then we have the other one that recycles a card and stuff like that. With the cost of 5 or less, 5, not 5 or less, 5 from your hand, then add the top card from your deck to your energy. So you're basically removing your energy, removing the fruit from your disc, from your energies, then use it at the top to put down. You're gonna swing the 30k swing first, then activate the main. Just be careful when you're playing against Gogeta GT, because this card can get pinnacled, because he's in the 4 cost category. So you got to be careful on that, because his effect will be negated. But I definitely see the 2 cards somewhat helps Turles, but I feel like Turles just need more. That's all I got to say. Now going down to when it comes to this leader itself for green for set 10. Last week I did give it a 3. With the potential that, no, I gave this, not going to lie, I did give this a 2. Not going to lie. I did give this leader a 2 because of the support that I have. But right now, with the Gohan, the boss body, the Piccolo package, building up the keys on the Gohans, but then you have the Piccolos that protect the Gohans. You have so you got the Piccolo and you got the extra card that protect the Gohans on the board. So if they could just build up the keys, you'll be on a good note. Then when you summon the 5 cost to do what he does, basically he's a double striker. It's just insane. It's just, I definitely see the potential with this deck now. With the support it gets. So from 2, it's definitely not a 2 anymore. I would say, with the build up and everything else, the only thing that is missing is just removal. You're gonna have to just play cards from the old set to play removals, but green doesn't have early removals. That's the only bad part. Because if I'm not mistaken, the cards that protects the Gohans has to say Master Teachings in it. So using the old Gohans that remove bodies on board kind of sucks. So because they're not going to be protected. Because I gave Bojax a 3, right? I gave Bojax a 3. I think I would give this a 3 as well. I would definitely give this a 3. Definitely will. So they both are like in the same state. Just the difference is Bojax, I don't know where the buildup is going, because that one boss card that they gave us is not doing like a real big impact, right? But this Gohan really is doing a real big impact. I'm not gonna lie. So I definitely give this like a 3.5. I definitely see this more of a potential. But it's just like I said, if it doesn't get the removals, you're gonna have to play with other staple cards from old sets to try to play with removal cards, but it's not gonna be easy. It's definitely not. So I definitely give this a 3. Like I said, I'm only going by what we're getting in the set itself. I'm not talking about no staples outside of it and everything else. Since I don't see any removals with this set right now for Piccolo, I definitely cannot give this a higher than a 3. So let's see when the full leaks come out, and then we'll see from there. Right? So we got yellow at 3. We got Piccolo at 3 out of 5 as well. Let's on to the next color. On to the next color. Next color will be, we said yellow, we said green. Let's go to red. Red, let's read upon what the red leader is. As a key mechanic, the key mechanic is new to red. In set 9, they actually have the evolve mechanic, right? Now they transition to the key mechanic. Now let's see what this set is coming out with when it comes to key mechanic, because it definitely needs a lot of key support cards to make this leader even relevant. Next to Gogeta BR, we're just gonna have to see if this leader is even worth playing next to that leader, because that leader getting support is just out of hand. All right. So let's start with the 1 cost. Where are the 1 cost? We have the first 1 cost, the Vegeta, 5k attack, 5k combo. Basically, it's a searcher. You're basically searching for the Son Goku or the Earthling card, both with the cost of 3 or less. No. So basically, is look up. Let me just read the card. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, then reveal up to 1 Son Goku on 1 Earthling, exactly, both with the cost of 3 or less, and add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom. So yeah, basically a searcher. It's not that bad. Every deck needs searchers, so you got that, right? Then we have another card, which is a 1 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo, King Yama. On play, return up to 2 Earthlings, only battle cards with the cost of 2 or less for your job to your hand. So it's definitely kind of good. Are you gonna play this? Are you gonna play this card, or are you gonna play the Goten card? Because the Goten card, you basically 3 costs or less. Say, I feel like you'll bring this back depending on the Earthlings that you get, which I know you're gonna end up playing this over the Goten, because this is actually bringing it back 2 cards, and those 2 cards can actually be 10Ks. So let's think about that. So I definitely see this card being played. The Vegeta is gonna get played. The King Yama is gonna get played, because you definitely have some cards that's been leaked that does do justice when it comes down to it. Another 1 cost. This is actually a promo. It's the Son Goku Auto. If your total key is at 5 or more, this card gets 20,000 power for the turn. Then during this turn, you cannot play Son Goku. So you can't play another Goku outside of this. So how do I feel about this? A 1 cost 30k swing could come in handy. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just say you're swinging phase. You got 1 energy up, and your opponent's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this last hit, go down to 1." That might be the biggest mistake they probably could do, because now you could tap 1, summon this. You probably got the keys that you need. Swing for 30, dump hand, and just call it a day. You could just call it a day. Guys, definitely kind of interested, right? So those are the only 1 cost that we got so far. Let's talk about the 2 cost. No, 1 cost. We got another 1 cost. My apologies. We have the North Kai. 1 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo. On play, if you have a total of 2 or more keys, choose up to 1 battle card with 25 power or less in your opponent's battle area, and it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So instead of negging, right? Instead of negging down these bodies, you're now locking, doing what yellow does. And then you're gonna have those cards that's gonna neg body. Red is known for the negging. So let's just say if your opponent has a 35k swing body on board, just some of those little small negs, tapping 1, you got the keys, lock that. Now they can't swing with that body next turn, which is kind of amazing to actually have, right? So back to the 2 cost. We have everyone on Earth, 2 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo. Permanent, if there's a Hercule with the cost of 3 or more in your battle area, reduce the cost of this card by 1 from your hand, right? Most likely you're going to be playing that Hercule. Who knows? Let's just continue. Activate main once per turn, draw 1 card, and this card in the battle area gets +1 key. Then switch this card in the battle area to rest mode. That's the only part that I don't understand about this card, is that why you want to rest this card. I get why, but essentially to rest it is just out of pocket. I just feel like it's just I just don't understand that part. Right? Another 2 cost that we have is Bora. It's a 2 cost, 10k attack, 5k combo. On play, this card gets +1 key. Then you have a total of 2 or more keys. Choose up to 1 leader or up to 1 card in your battle area, both Saiyan only, Son Goku, and it gets 10,000 power for the turn. Definitely amazing. Definitely amazing card to actually have, because you're definitely gonna power boost for one play and 1 play only, to give that full swing with the 2 cost SR that we got to show you guys. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's just continue with the 2 cost. We got a lot of build-ups. We don't see a lot of swings, early swings. We're seeing a lot of build-ups. Hopefully, you know. So basically, you're gonna have a lot of build-ups with the key mechanic, and just use these cards to just combo out. So like that, you won't go nag on life. You most likely gonna have to be at a certain life with the hand size that you're about to have. So let's just keep that in mind. It's a 2 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo. On play, this card gets +1 key. Then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area. It gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. So like I said, red is known for the negs. So you got the negs right there. So let's figure that out. Sorry, I was reading something on the screen. So yeah, let's just figure that. We already figured that out, that, you know, red is gonna have those negs. So you have the you'll use this and then summon the Kami. Now you're just locking a big body on the board so they don't swing with it again. Next up, we have another 2-drop. 2-drop Son Goku BR. Wasn't supposed to talk about this just yet, but Gogeta BR is definitely getting some type of support. The deck is already strong. To give them this card specifically is just out of hand. 2-drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, discard 1 card from your hand. Add up to 1 Vegeta BR with the cost of 2 or less from your drop to your hand. So now you're recycling cards. Basically, you're recycling cards from your hand. Then when attacking, if your leader is Gogeta BR, add 2 to the cost of extras in your opponent's hand for the turn. I just feel like this card is just so broken, because if they combo out of this, red is known for just having build-up hand size. So just so you try to swing at this and don't have the removal for it, and they combo out, you understand that you're gonna be locked out of energies, because you can't use no extra card at a cost of 1, at a cost of 2, or at a cost of 0. Just remember that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The other BR card, since we already here, we have the Vegeta BR, 2 cost, 15k swing, 10k combo. Permanent, your turn, discard in the battle area gets 5,000 power. So on your turn, you know, 20k swing, which is understandable. Definitely what you really need, because at 15k swing and your opponent is already awakened, this is not worth it. When attacking, if you have a Son Goku BR in your battle area, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it gets minus 5,000 power for the turn. That kind of sucks too, because you have this thing that if you use a cantrip and you try to use it for combo power next turn, you won't be able to, because it's gonna neg it down to 0. So now you just had that active for no reason. So 2 cards Gogeta BR definitely didn't need, but now it's gonna get, and it's gonna be maybe stronger than SS3, maybe not. We just gotta have to wait and see, because this is just toxic. I just can't with these cards. These 2 cards just made Gogeta BR just insanely strong. Let's go back into the 2 costs for the Goku. Spirit Goku, whatever the name that you guys are giving him. Krillin, 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, this card gets +1 key. Then if you have a total of 5 or more keys and your opponent has 5 or more life, deal 1 damage to your opponent. So this is definitely a good card because it's giving the key mechanic. It can actually swing at face. If you have enough keys and your opponent has 5 or more life, you know, this is definitely a good card to actually have into your deck because they're going to have to automatically just take the hit no matter what. No matter how you see it, they're going to have to take the hit. That's all I got to say. Not the swing, I'm just saying just the hit, it's just the damage itself. Because it's not saying if the damage go through, they have to take a life. No. If your opponent is at 5 life and you got 5 keys, they automatically get hit for a life. Next up, we have another Krillin 2 drop, 15k swing, 10k combo. On play, discard 1 card from your hand. This card gets +1 key. Then look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Saiyan only or up to 1 Earthling only card, both with the cost of 3 or less, excuse me, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck. So now we got a searcher. Because besides the Vegeta, 1 cost, this is the secondary searcher that we can actually have. And at the same time, you can actually swing with him if you got it. Because he's giving your leader a key, which you want to have. Because the leader is going to need the keys to awaken. And you already know his awakening key mechanic is definitely insane. So I definitely can see this card being played. And it's a 10k combo. You can't go wrong with it. You just can't. Right? Well, the card that let's see, what are we missing here? So now... Oh, last but not least, when it comes to the 2 cards, we got the SR, 2 cards, 20k swing, 0 combo. This card has to get errata because it's already on the Discord. I've read the breakdown of this card. They have to reword this like what happened with Gogeta GT for yellow. The 6 cards, they had to errata it. But I'm glad that they got to it now, and hopefully the errata comes in the set itself, not afterwards, not they giving it free on promos. Hopefully it comes, the errata version comes in the set itself. On play, remove all keys other than discards. So that sentence right there, they have to errata because not all keys. Because if it's like that, that means it just destroys Nameku. Off rip, if it destroys Nameku, it destroys Gogeta GT, it will destroy Bojax. Like, just removing all the keys for out of 2 costs is just insane. So the errata is basically saying it's just removing the keys on your side of the field. This card gets +1 key for each key removed by the skill. So just imagine the way Gogeta GT builds up key. And this does the whole remove all those keys. Just imagine the firepower is going to get for 5. You got the 4 drop Vegeta with 7, averaging 7 to 8 keys. I seen people with 13 keys. Just imagine 13 times 5 if this effect doesn't get errata. Come on, let's think about that. Definitely gotta have errata. When attacking, gets +1. Yeah, so when attack gets +1 key, it gets 5. Yeah, it's just a lot. This is end game. This is the end game card at a 2 cost. Just remember that. Your opponent's gonna try to push you down to 1 so bad, that you really gotta be here like, yo, what's up? You gonna go down to 1? Cause I'm about to kill you with all these keys that I got on board. Just remember that. Now let's talk about the 3 costs. For the 3 costs, we have the Majin Buu Good blocker, 25k swing, 5k combo on play, and when blocking, this card gets +1 key. So maybe it's gonna be another card that's gonna be played. You know, 25k swing. Not everybody's gonna be swinging for 25. You got 20k swings out there. That's gonna be swinging. Or even if it's a 25, you want to combo out because you get +1 key. You want to build up those keys for when that Goku comes on board. That's the game plan of this leader itself. Build up as much key as you can, and then remember, your leader gets a power boost for the keys that it's building, right? Next up, we have Hercule. 3 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo. Play up to 1 Earthling on the battle card. Only battle cards from your hand with an original cost of 2 in the rest mode with its on play skill negated for the turn. Then this card played with this skill gets +1 key. I don't really like this card. I'm not gonna lie. But this deck is really relying on Earthlings. So you gotta play the Earthlings. But you got enough Earthling with other cards. You don't really have to rely on this. So I'm not a big fan of this card. Last but not least, let's talk about the last extra card, which is a Super Genki Dama. It's a 1 cost. Activate back. Remember what I said. This deck is built on, like I repeat, this deck is built on keys. So it's the only set with key mechanics. Set 9 is an evolved mechanic for red. Now set 10 is straight keys. So you have to build this deck on the key mechanic or whatever you get on set 10. Right? So let's read this card. Because I had a glimpse of this card and I gotta read it again. Because I just know I was not bugging out when I read this card. Activate battle. Remove all 7 or more keys from your Son Goku leader that's in battle. So that means your leader gets this effect. If there are no extras with a cost of 2 or more in your drop for the battle, your leader gains triple strike. First of all, this is the only extra card that we actually got as a card. So let's stay away from playing 2 cost. Just letting you guys know right now, let's stay away from it if you want this card to actually work. 2 cost or more in your drop for the battle, your leader gets triple strike and it gets 5,000 power for each key removed by the skill. Yo, do you understand how this card is really broken? We have not seen a triple strike since the 7 cost Goku for Goku Jr. or Goku GT, right? For Shenron. It was for Shenron. The support for Shenron. Now we have our secondary triple strike and it's a leader. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 7, if I'm not mistaken. 7. 7 cards in this deck that builds up keys. That's crazy. If you continue building, and some of them builds up keys on play, like the blocker, on play, while blocking, while swinging, you're building up keys and after keys after keys. It's very dangerous because if all these keys are on the leader, there's no way to remove those keys unless you're using the SR card, the 2-drop, to go for game, right? And the crazy part is, you could go triple strike. It's the effect of being triple strike. It's insane. How many of these you're gonna actually activate? And then you could use it on your turn as well. The triple strike is not gonna be working because you're not swinging. But on the defensive side, to burn those keys, if you're in a difficult position that you don't have enough combo power in your hand, you could just activate this on battle and then just remove the keys and then just start over. Like, that's insane. That's bye SS3. That's what I find very dead. Now I'm starting to understand why there's not that many bodies in these leaks that swings. Because then that would be so brutal. Swinging 20, swinging 30, swinging 40, swinging 20, swinging 30, swinging 40, swinging 20. Like, you don't have that. Not saying, bye SS3. Let's not get it twisted. That's definitely a strong deck. It's still a strong deck to deal with. Still a strong deck. So, gotta make sure that you build up these keys in order to do that. So, combo out all these swings, because your opponent, if they play an SS3 compared to this deck, they're going to try to rapidly swing as much as possible towards you. So like that, they could just go for game. Remember that. You gotta keep that in mind when it comes down to that. So I definitely see how this is going to be a real big issue. Real big issue. This is definitely dangerous. Definitely dangerous. So that's it, right? That's the only extra card. And then you just gotta avoid playing a 2 cost extra. Is insane. That means we're getting extra cards in this set that's a 2 cost or more. That's guaranteed for a fact. Because you won't put that up there if you're not gonna get an extra card that's actually 2 cost or more. So just keep that in mind as well. So that's very interesting. Triple strike. 4 red. Like red didn't. Like red was struggling when it comes to firepower. Let's think about that. Their hand is gonna be healthy as hell. They're gonna build up massive keys. Triple strike. Burn the keys. 5k combo for each key. Then dump hand. How much are you swinging for at that point? Shit is insane. And this is a definite 1 cost, which is enormous. Just enormous. So, to top it all off, when it comes down to this leader itself, where do I rate this? Last week, I rated this at 2 or 3. Do not remember. From what it looks like, with the build up and everything else, I didn't feel like this deck was going to be strong. I didn't feel like it. Because of the support that it got, it wasn't enough. It was not enough. But in the past week, we definitely got some support during the week for red, and then yesterday's leaks as well. So I'm not gonna lie, I definitely see this deck being at a 3 as well. Can't put it at 4 because if your line right now is the 2-drop Goku, is the 1 cost triple strike extra, your opponent could just awaken and try to block as much as possible because you don't have that many bodies in this key mechanics that's going to be swinging more than 20. You have the 20k, you have 10k swings, you have 5k swings. Like, I don't see, you have a 15k, no, that's not a, yeah, you have a 20k swing, 120k swing. You could just definitely do the whole Krillin, the Krillin mechanic of summoning the Krillin, and if you got 5 or less, just go down to 5, triple strike, that push them down to 2, and then next thing you know, by your next turn, you could just go for triple strike again, or if you got a double strike in your hand to just summon, it's just gonna be amazing, But like I said, it doesn't have the swings that it needs. You're probably gonna be adding other cards into this deck, the negging into this deck as well. But I'm gonna go by the set itself. What the set is giving is all build up for one final blow that everybody knows what's your game plan. Like, that is your game plan. Is the triple strike card. So you just try to avoid to do not go down to 3. Try to fight to stay at 5, 4 or 5, so like that you don't go down to 3. Make sure your hand size is there. Make sure the keys is not there. Their keys is not there, because it's gonna be a problem because those keys can't even be removed. Those keys gonna be building up, and it's gonna be building up on the leader. There's nothing right now in the game that removes keys off the leader. So let's think about that. The only struggle that I see is SS3 Goku. But SS3 Goku, just because that 3 life, the triple strike, but the hand size is going to be there. The hand size is going to be there. The energy, they're going to have 1 or 2 energies up so they could do results and stuff like that. So I definitely see how this is going to be a problem. It's just a build-up. It has the perfect end game. This has the perfect end game. It's just the... What is your mid game? Your beginning of the game, you're building up, whatever. But what's your range of swings? Like, what are you swinging with? They're not giving you much to swing with. And then what you're swinging with, like, so we're just gonna have to wait. because we got one SR. Now we're missing what, one, two more SRs that this leader's gonna get. Like I said before, it's its first support new mechanic into the set, so I definitely see where it goes. But I may be wrong because Gogeta BR is the first leader with evolving red. Well, not the first leader with red, but it doesn't really use stuff outside of the set itself. So I could definitely see this being doing the same, but it's just like the end game is supporting. It needs the key mechanics to do the triple strike. So let's see about that. All right. So I definitely give this a 3. It might change by next week, in my opinion, but right now I need to see more of the negs, which I know you're gonna end up seeing in the thing, but I need to see more swings, because you can't, if you're gonna rely heavy on the key mechanic, your key mechanic bodies have to be swingers as well. It can't just be something that you just throw on the board and just leave it there for comboing out, or they could just neg it down to 0, or something to swing at. So just let's keep that in mind. I definitely give a 3 on this. So yellow, I give 3. Oh man, why did I close that? Yellow, I give 3. Green, I give 3, and I give red a 3. Let's go to blue. Okay, so let's go to blue. Blue Vegito. We got another Vegito on deck for this color. We got another Vegito. Difference between this and yellow and red, we got set 9 with an evolved deck already. Now we got our second evolved deck already. So that means you might see people taking pieces from this set to put in the MUI deck, and the MUI set to put into this deck. So they got support from 2 sets, meshed them to 1. So definitely remember that. And MUI is definitely a strong deck. So just imagine what key pieces this set is going to have that MUI could get strong, or what key pieces MUI has to make this leader stronger, right? Because we already know what this leader does. Draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 card in your opponent's battle area with Evolve, and this card gets 10,000 power for the battle card for each card under that card. It could go up from 2 to 3, so you're swinging 40 to 50k. Come on, that's crazy. Or for a leader, we already had another Vegeta that does that. Now this one is doing it for fun. This one's just doing it. Just now it's just with the Evolve card, which is insane. So let's go with the 1 cause. From what it looks like, we definitely got a lot of blues. We definitely got a lot of blue support. So they definitely didn't fail us on that. We're going to start it off with the 1 drop, cantrip, draw 1 card, the Boma, right? We got the Mai from the future, 1 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo on play. If your leader is Son Goku / Vegeta or Vegito, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So you already know this is going to be played in both Vegito decks. So don't be surprised to see the old Vegito, excuse me. My apologies. Don't be surprised to see the old Vegito in the set in the next meta, because of the support that this set is actually bringing. Because that deck was already a good strong deck, but now it's getting support. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. And then activate main once per turn. Discard 1 Potara from your hand to draw a card. So I like the effect of this card, because the Potara definitely got to be in your discard pile in order to do the effect of what it does. So it does have the searching, but you know, you might need that Potara in the discard pile to, you know, mesh them together, or some of the evolve cards that you're gonna have, right? Another 1 cause that we have is the Vegeta 10k attack, 10k combo. Activate main once per turn, tapping 1 energy. If there are no cards under this card in your battle area and you have Son Goku and Potara in your drop, place the Son Goku and 1 Potara from your drop under this card, right? You could do that. Then you can evolve. When you evolve, that's 3 cards. Then your leader gets that much. Yo, they cooking with this Vegito. They're trying to put blue back on the map, people. I already see it. another one cost. We have the one cost 5k attack, 10k combo. On play, look at the top 5 cards from your deck and place up to 1 Son Goku and up to 1 Potara into your owner's drop. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's their owner's deck in any random order. So you got the Searcher, activate main once per turn, tap 1 energy. If there are no cards under this card in your battle area, one card in your battle area, and you have a Son Goku and a Potara in your drop. Place the Son Goku and the Potara under this card. So now you're basically just trying to implement combo those Gokus, combo those Vegetas out your hand, so you can just, use the effect of these cards to put them at the bottom, then evolve them. Then the leader gets the effect to pop off. Your evolve card effect going to get to pop off as well. So I definitely kind of like that. I definitely do. Just give me 1 second with this. Alright, so next up, another one drop. Let's see what's another one drop. We got the Son Goku, 5k attack, 10k combo on play. It's basically the same thing as the Vegeta we just read. The only difference is that instead of picking up the Goku, you'll basically be picking up the Vegeta. Both picking up the Potaras, but it'll be picking up the opposite card of what it is that's using the effect. So just keep that in mind. I like the build up. The build up is definitely good. You got another card. It's basically the same thing as the one drop Goku. I mean the one drop Vegeta. Just basically just putting cards under this card. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, 2 Vegetas and 2 Vegetas and 2 Gokus. You're probably gonna max them out, right? So like that, you have the sequence that you need to evolve and apply the pressure that you apply the pressure that you need to do in order to use the effect of the leader and the effect of the evolve cards as well. So I definitely can see it. I don't feel like you'll be missing. You won't be bricking. It's just you gotta worry about the Potaras. There's only 4 Potaras. You got the Searchers, but we're gonna have to see if those Searchers are enough to get the pieces that you need. Right? Another one cost that we got is the Trunks Future, 5k attack, 0 combo. On play, look at the top 2 cards from your deck and place them at the top or the bottom of your owner's deck in any order, then draw a card. So definitely good. You get to look at the top cards, whatever. I just don't understand why it's a 0 combo, because there's nothing worth playing this card. It's not worth playing this card because you can't combo with it. You just can't. Unless you're going to use the package, the Trunks package, which is up. We'll show the package. This package is the 4 drop 20k swing Trunks 5k combo. If you have a Vegeta with evolve in the battle area, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 3. So definitely tapping by 1. Definitely gonna be good. Then choose up to 1. What is it? Choose up to 1 Vegeta in your battle area and it gets 15,000. Yeah, so I definitely gonna see people actually using this. Maybe yes. I feel like you should use it because you're basically giving a power boost. You're giving a power boost to one of your Vegetas on board. Let's think about that. And then you're getting a swing out of this guy too. You tap in 2 to do the Trunks evolve. Then if you got a Vegeta on board, a Vegeta gets a plus 15. Trunks is a 20k swing. You swing with 20. Your leader is gonna get power boost by 10 for each card that's under the Vegeta. Under a evolve card, so that's you're gonna have to pick an evolve card. So yeah, definitely good. You just a lot of people don't like it, but I definitely see where they're going with these Trunks. I just don't like the one cost Trunks because it's just a waste. You're gonna end up charging it if you don't got the other Trunks in your hand, because then you're gonna be bricking, and hand size is not gonna be there. Then we have another Trunks. It's a 3 cost, 20k swing. 5k combo. This illustration right here is definitely from Masters. I remember playing Masters. It was definitely a blue card just like this. It's funny to actually see it here. It's an evolve card by tapping 1, right? Because the other one is the other one's not an evolve card, is it? Hold on. Was the other one an evolve? No, the other one is. No, there's not an evolve card. This is just okay. So then the 1 cost don't matter. You're not playing that 1 cost. You're definitely not. You're going to be playing the Trunks. If you have the Evolve card on the board, he comes at a 1 cost, 20k swing, which is not that bad. Then you're going to tap another energy to put this on top as a 20k swing. It don't matter. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area to cost a 4 or less. And it can attack for your opponent's next turn. That's definitely good because you get to lock a body on board as a 4 or less, which the meta is going to be there for 4 or less bodies on the board to swing. So you got to keep that in mind. Definitely like where this is going with the Evolves. Got multiple Evolve cards for this deck. So that means the leader effect is going to be popping off left to right. So that's definitely kind of good. What's another card that we got to talk about? Let's talk about this promo. It's a 1 cost as well. If your leader is Son Goku / Vegeta or Vegeta will draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards out your hand. So this is kind of good. This is definitely going to help the deck itself because you could just start pitching the Potaras if you got them. You could pitch the Goku or the Vegeta to the discard pile if you got them. And you get to your pieces as soon as possible because you're drawing 2 cards to pitch to. So now you get to rearrange your hand. Activate main once per turn. If there are no cards under this card, and there is a Son Goku with a Potara trait in your drop, place 1 Goku and 1 Potara from your drop on this card. So that's definitely great. This promo is going to be amazing when it comes out for Vegeta. Vegeta's already good enough, but this is going to tip the scale when it comes out. For sure. Now let's talk about the Evolve cards that we need to talk about. We got the 4 cost Evolve Son Goku that was leaked this morning. 25k swing, 5k combo, Evolve, tapping 1 energy. On play, switch this card to active mode. Then choose up to 2 battle cards in your opponent's battle area and combine cost of 2 or less and place them at the bottom of your owner's deck. And then you random order. Definitely good. I could definitely see this card being played in MUI because if they got the Vegeta that could neg something down by 1, let's just say if there are 3 cards, put them down to 2. If there are 2 cards, put them down to 1. And then you get to evolve one of the Gokus on board. Activate this, you get to bottom deck them so they have to start over. So definitely could, like I said, both leaders gonna be intertwined on using each other's cards, and I definitely can't wait for that because this is gonna be so interesting to see. I already see that some of these leaders is going to be up there when it comes down to the meta, the set 9 meta, because set 10 we don't know if they're gonna be in the meta just yet. They're gonna have to compete with the meta that we have now. So going into set 9 meta, we're gonna have to see, right? But I definitely like this card. This card is definitely amazing. Next up, we have another Evolve card. Is a Vegito 5 cost, 35k swing 0 combo. Evolve by tapping 1. On play, choose up to 2 blue cards under this card with the cost of 4 or less, and activate the on play skill with no skill cost of the chosen cards in the order of your choice, as though this card had those skills. Then your leader gets 5,000 power until the opponent's next turn. This is crazy. Your leader on your opponent's side turns into a 25k swing, so 20k swings don't matter. So this card is definitely good, and you can activate the effective cards that's under this. Come on, you can't. And then you're giving your leader a power boost for each card under this. You just can't go wrong with it. You just can't. Right? What's next? We got one more card, and this is the card that was leaked yesterday, and this is going to be the game changer to the deck. Right? So we got the 6 cost Vegito, 40k swing 0 combo, evolve by just tapping 2. By just tapping 2. Evolve. On play, draw 3 cards, then discard 1 card from your hand. That is amazing. That is amazing to actually have, right? Auto, when your card deals damage or KOs your opponent's battle card in battle. So when it says deal damage, that means you have to take that life. 40k swing, they'll probably bump it to 50, 60 to make sure you take that hit. Or swing at a small body on board. And in KO, if your opponent's life is at 2 or less, place the top 15 cards in your opponent's deck into your owner's drop. So you gotta be mindful about that too, because some of these decks really has a lot of draw power, this effect can make them deck out. And that will be GG's. It won't be GG's on their turn because they have to draw. If they can't draw, then they draw. Because that's how it should be. I don't think you it's GG's. Can it be GG's on your opponent's turn if you summon this? Because if it does, that's insane. This card is broken. That's all I gotta say. This card is freaking broken. Because if you don't remove this card off the board, you're about to be in for a rude awakening. Because if they summon back-to-back of these cards and you can't remove them, you go down to 2 life. Knowing all the other cards that they actually have, all the evolve cards, you have the Trunks, the Goku, the Vegeta, and then it's come on. The other Vegeta 5 cost that you can use the effect and just start building up more small bodies to evolve. It's just insane. Definitely insane. This card is definitely the game changer. And there's the second SCR. Green got one. Blue got one. And you already know black is going to get one. I'm leaving black for last. Because I definitely want to sit down and really see where black is at. Because I definitely put black at 1. 1 out of 5 last week. It was the only color that I actually put down there because I did not like what the support was looking like for that cell. Let's see what it looks like now with the support that it got. Right? So, let's talk about the extra cards. There's 2 more extra cards. We have the Potara. We already don't know what it does. It's basically a searcher. And then bottom deck everything else. We already know that. Right? This is the card that you need to fuse and have in the discard pile. Then we have the Vegito's Blue Arrival. It's a 1 cost. Only on your turn, activate battle. Your card that's in battle gets 15,000 power for the battle. Then if you have a Vegito with Evolve in your battle area, your card that's in battle gets 15,000 power as well. So if you have the 6 costs on board and you activate this, that 6 cost becomes a 55k swing. No, not 50. It becomes a 70k swing because it's an Evolve card. It's an Evolve Vegito card. 30 plus 70k swing to face. If you're down to 3 life and you go for 70 and then try to dump hand to put it at least for 100, that's only 3. That's only small numbers. 3 cards at your hand. You're already drawing 3 to discard 1, so those 2 cards is not gonna really matter. Just use those 2 cards to just combo. Just imagine swinging that amount for just 1 swing to put you just down to 2. Put you down to 2 and is pitching 15. And if you don't got 15 cards in your deck, then it's GG's from there. So just imagine. That is insane. That is freakingly insane. Right? We already know about the super combo that's coming out. This is the alternate art version. Right? And then that's it for Blue Vegito. We definitely got our old leader support cards that we're definitely going to talk about. But let's do the support and then we'll talk about the blue leader, the Vegito. Where do I rank that at? So now Omega Shenron, if people remember Omega Shenron, set 8. No, not set FP10. Yeah, set 8. My bad. Yeah, I'm reading set. It was a set 8. It was definitely one of the meta decks that was out there. Definitely was running the show. It wasn't the best deck, but it's one of the best decks. So he definitely got support. He didn't not just get 1 support, not 2 support. He actually got 3 support cards. So this is the first one. It's a 5 cost, 30k swing, 10k combo. Permanent. If you have a Nova Shenron with the cost of 4 in your battle, in the battle area, reduce the cost of this card in the hand by 4. So you could summon this at a 1 cost, 30k swing. 1 cost, 30k swing is ridiculous. And Omega Shenron, when it was out, nobody was playing Nova Shenron. Nobody was playing that 4 cost. But now people are going to have to play that 4 cost. That 4 cost actually restands and swing for 25k swing. And it gets a bottom deck of body on board. So definitely going to be and it's crazy because I still got my Shenron deck. The only thing that I don't have is the 2-drop Vegeta, which that's the only thing that's missing for the deck. But I could probably play something else besides from that, right? Maybe a 1-cost Grand Priest. I could actually put 10k combo. You know, don't need a body. But anyways, on play KO Nova Shenron with the cost of 4 in your battle area, then draw a card. So you can swing with Nova Shenron twice, summon him, summon this Shenron, KO the Shenron, the other Shenron, to summon him at a 1 cost, 30k swing, and you get to draw a card. Now you swing. Come on, that's insane. That is insane. 25, you want to go there, then tap 1, sacrifice it, summon a 30k swing, then dump hand if it's game top. That is insane. That is insane. Then we have the Ice Ray, 1-drop extra card. Activate main. Place the top 2 cards of your deck into your owner's drop. If your leader has Shadow Dragon in his special trace, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and reduce the cost by 3 for the turn. That's definitely gonna be played as well. Omega Shenron needs all the support that it needs to get in order to be part of this meta. Would it be part of the meta coming up? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. A lot of people's gonna play it until they realize that it has a lot of bad matchups. I think that's what it is. It's gonna be a strong deck, but it's gonna have a lot of bad matchups. So last but not least, we got another boss body for Omega Shenron. It's a 7 cost this time. 40k swing, 5k combo, and it's an evolve card. They actually gave Omega Shenron an evolve card, and it's only tapping 1 for the evolve card. Right? On play, play 7 cards with Shadow Dragon and his special traits from your drop at the bottom of your owner's deck in any random order. Switch this card in active mode. Then add up to 1 extra with Shadow Dragon from your drop to your hand. Those 3 cards that just came out for Shenron is definitely going to help Shenron to compete into the meta next set. We just don't know what the meta is going to look like because it's not the full league just yet. But we already see what the meta, can't say what the meta is going to look like, but what he's going to be up against. Non-meta decks, meta decks, because we're already at least 85% in the leaks already. We're already 85% in. But I do like these 3 cards. Somebody's going to break the code on building this deck, and you will definitely see this in regionals. I'm not going to lie. Y'all might probably not agree with me, but I know somebody's going to pull it off to build this. Because you've seen a lot of Mega Shenrons when Omega Shenron was out and about. A lot of Mega Shenrons doing his thing in regionals. I definitely see this support actually helping that deck out. So going back into the leader itself. So last week, I think I had this leader at 3. I don't think I had anybody at 4. I think I had 1, 2, and 3. I didn't think I had anybody at 4. Didn't put nobody at 5. That's a guarantee because the whole set is not out. But rating 1 through 5. So let's just say 1 through 4. All the other leaders, I definitely gave Yellow Bojax 3. Piccolo Green 3. Red Goku 3. Because they both all got the potential to be where they need to be at a 4, but they still missing certain pieces. That's why I can't put them into 4. But I can see them at 3. I could definitely see it. Right? So going down to this. Rating Vegito. Vegito, I'm not going to lie about this. Seeing the chain reaction, how this deck is not running that many 0 combos, that's a plus. That's one of a plus. 2, it has ways to get the chain reaction that you need for the Vegetos and the Goku to evolve to the Vegetos, or the Goku to evolve to the Gokus and stuff like that. I definitely see it, right? I see where it's going. The extra card is definitely going to help. The Potara is basically the key piece that's for this deck to function the way it's supposed to function. Your key piece that you need to get is the Potara. As you you're gonna get everything else. You got two Gokus, put them at 8 if you want to, going crazy, and two Vegeta, go put them at 8. Let's just say you just put them at 8. That's 60, 60. That's 32. That's a little bit too excessive. Just saying. You could probably do 3 and 3, three of each, right? Just give those extra, just extra space of maneuver to add something else. But I could definitely see them being 3 of each. Potara is the key piece. The minute you get the Potara on hand and find a way to put it in a discard pile, which you got 2 ways, activate the effect. You get to search, goes to the discard pile, and then you have cards that actually use the effect to bring that back from your discard pile to put it under a card. Then you get to evolve. As long as you got that Potara in hand, this deck is gonna run really, really smoothly. So from 1 through 5, not gonna be a 5, and it's not gonna be a 1. I definitely give this Vegeta right now with the support that you see right now. A lot of people don't like the Trunks and everything else. I won't play the 1 drop, but I'll definitely play the 4 drop, the two 4 drops, because they go hand in hand together. But I definitely see this at a 4. Vegito at a 4. IVP. Vegito at a 4. Definitely see it. I definitely see it. I definitely see this being at a 4. Hey, babe. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the love and support. I really appreciate you. And everybody else that's been tuning into my channels, appreciate you guys for tuning in as well. I know we've been talking a lot. It's 2 hours in. It's just I just wanted to get through all the leaks. There was so many leaks yesterday. Bandai just dropped like a bombshell. Just dumped everything on us yesterday. On this morning. For you guys probably yesterday, but for me it was this morning. So I didn't want to go to sleep. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to get all this out the way. I might just do this and then just get off, get some rest, and then go about my business on you know, spending time with the family and stuff like that. Playing the game, I don't think I even have the energy for that. So I just definitely just want to go through the leaks and everything else and just keep you guys in the loop on what's going on with the meta itself. Alright? So definitely giving this a 4. Vegito hands down, I give him a 4. So going to recap: yellow 3, blue 4, green 3, red 3. So last but not least, and the reason why I left black for last, because black was a very disappointing color last week, that I had to be at 1. I hate to say it. I put it at 1 or at 2. I don't think I put anybody at 1. It just feel like it was at 1. It's just that bad, right? So let's open up black. Let's zoom in on this. Let's go to the leader. So going to the leader, we got Black Cell. Black Cell is the first leader for black to be an evolve. In set 9, we have a starter deck, and we have the set 9 leader to both be key mechanics. Now we have the evolve mechanic going into set 10. So that means we have to rely on the evolve. Yo, Balance 785. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so now we have the evolve balance of the set. I was not happy with this color and the support that this leader was getting. So let's go by what we got so far with it and see if the new cards actually tips the scale of where I had this last week. And I think I had it at 2. I don't think it was 1. I think I had it at 2. So starting off with the first card, right? So let's put it off. Let's read what the leader does. He awakens at 5, does not draw, so he's basically doing a Goku Jr. that just awakens at 5, right? Then on an awakened side, you swinging like Bardock, basically with a 5k combo boost, and you get to draw a card. That's a Bardock effect. Then activate main once per turn, tap 1 energy, play up to 2 Android only battle cards with the combined cost of 2 or less from your hand. So you get to summon a one body at the cost of 2, or you can summon 2 bodies at the cost of 1, depending what your situation is for the turn, to get your lines in order, your play-by-plays in order. You're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do. Maybe you just need 1 card to get summoned at a 1 cost, or maybe you need 2 cards to summon at a 1 cost. So let's see. We're gonna start it off with the 0 cost. the key piece to this deck to start off is the cell itself is a 0 cost, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, switch this card into rest mode. Activate main, place 1 Earthling only battle card with the cost of 1 or more and discard from the battle area into your owner's drop. If your leader is Cell, play up to 1 Cell with the cost of 1 from your hand. So you already see you need the Earthling card and you need this card to just do what it does best. Pitch it, summon a 1 cost. We're going to talk about the 1 cost right now. So then we got the 1 cost. This card is definitely not going to be played in this deck. 1, it's a robot card. It's not Earthling. It's not worth it. 2, looking at the top card of my deck makes no sense. And then 3, you can only draw if this card gets KO'd. They're going to leave it there just to sit there. They're not even going to do nothing about it. Red is going to neg it down to 0. That's not even a KO. So this card is definitely not is going to get played. Hands down. So I don't even want to read this card. This is trash. This is just a filler for the set, but it's not going to get played. Let's talk about another 1 cost. We have an Earthling card. 1 cost, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, draw 1 card. Cantrip, you already know. So on the first turn, you're basically going to do the tap 1, play this, free play the cell, 0 cost. Put both of the cards into your discard pile. Summon a 1 cost cell, which we do have 1. We actually have 2, but 1 is a promo, so we're not gonna see that till further. No, not even. We have 2. No, not even. We have 3. 1 is a promo. So yeah. So okay. I'm liking it. So let's continue with the 1 cost. We have another 1 cost. We have Android 17. It's an Android. 1 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo. On play, choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 1 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Every black is going to play this card. It's a reprint from other, like the Giru. Giru was a card like this. So we just basically got a reprint for the Androids. We definitely want to have this. Because remember the effect of the leader itself. You definitely have this. I won't be surprised. Letting you know right now. I'm telling you right now. I won't be surprised that we do get an Android 17 evolve. I'm just saying. Or maybe a cell that evolves by evolving to the Android itself. Who knows? We don't know. But we'll see. So we got that, right? Let's go to the next 1 cost. Now we got our first cell 1 cost. 10k attack, 5k combo. On play, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards from your hand. Basically, you're just trying to rearrange your hand, find the right pieces to your hand, discard whatever you don't need into your discard pile. So now we know we got the cantrip to draw, we got this to draw. So now we're building up hand size, right? Well, technically you're not building up hand size. You're basically adjusting your hand the way it's supposed to be. So this is 1 cost. There's 1 cost cell that you can actually evolve to from the 0 cost, right? Then we have the next 1 cost. I didn't get to read this 1 cost, so bear with me with this. We're gonna read it all together. We have the SR, and it's a SR. 1 cost, 15k swing, 0 combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. 1 attacking, place 1 Earthling only battle card with the cost of 2 or less, or Android, 1 Android only battle card with the cost of 2 or less other than cell from your battle area in your combo area. Switch this card to active mode, then this card can't attack for the turn. So you got a Self Awakener, which is fine because we didn't get to speak on a Self Awakener, which is crazy. It's crazy because Vegito didn't get nothing for Self Awakening. I just realized that. That's something to keep in mind. So we got our first Self Awakener, right? Definitely a plus. It's a 1 cost, 0 combo. It is what it is. It's the first 0 combo that we actually seen. But when attacking, placing 1 Earthling or only battle card with the cost of 2 or less, or 1 Android. So it's either the Cantrip, because the Cantrip is the only Earthling that we got so far. But then Androids, you got the 0 cost and you got the Android 17 so far. That's what I'm saying. That robot card Spy Robot is not being played in this deck because you're just basically filling. It's a filler card. It makes no sense to have in the deck. It doesn't sequence correctly with the deck itself. So I definitely see that, right? Only battle card with the cost of 2 or less, other than Cell, in your battle area. In your okay, so you basically gonna combo. I was reading like if it was going to the discard pile. So you basically taking the body off the board, and you're gonna use this as a combo. So basically with this card, you're gonna combo with it, right? Oh, this is when attacking. So when attacking, you're gonna combo. So if the card is rested on the board, it doesn't really matter. So I like how it meshes 3 leaders into one. So on the awaken side, on the front side of the leader, you awaken at 5. That's Goku Jr. Then you swinging, getting a 5K boost. That's Bojack. Bardock, not Bojax, Bardock. But now you have this card that gets a combo something off the board. That's a baby effect, baby Vegeta effect. To combo something that's rested in your board, it's for a combo, and then you get to restand. Then this card can't attack for the turn. That's fine, because now what's a good part about that is if they don't remove it, he stays on board, and they can't swing at him. That's definitely good. That is definitely good, because next turn if he's alive, then I could just go and evolve him to something else. So that's definitely good. This is definitely a good card. Definitely a good card. Another one cost is the promo. So we definitely gonna be hunting for those. It's the promo card. Activate battle during your turn once per turn. Place into your combo area 1 battle card from your battle area that either has only Earthling trait 2 or less, alright, or Android, same thing as the other card. If your leader is Cell, choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area, return it to your hand. Okay, so now we have a 1 cost that pops a 1 cost off the board, right? Now we have another 1 cost that actually could be boosted up to a 15 to a 20k swing, and then to bounce back a card from your I don't remember when was the last time we had a card that bounces a card back to your opponent's hand in black. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first card. Am I bugging? I know I'm not bugging. I know I'm not going crazy. I know that's the first card, the first black card that we actually get that bounces a card back. Definitely like this card. Promo, definitely like. You got 2 1 cost now, early game removals. Oh, I like that. I like this. I like this. I definitely do. Definitely do. Definitely do. So on to this 2 cost. What we got for the 2 cost? We got the 2 cost. 2 drop Android 18. 10k attack, 10k combo on play. If you have an Android 17 in your battle area, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards from your hand. It's the same thing as the 1 cost. You're basically just trying to rearrange your hand to the pieces that you need to go in a flow. So I definitely understand that. So I definitely like where they're going with this card. I'm just not seeing this card being played as much because you know, it's a 10k swing. It's a 10k swing. I just don't like that. At least give it a 15, but 10k, I don't know. I don't know where they was going with that. Wow, 10k swing, right? So next up we have, right, is the 4 cost evolve card. We got the 4 cost Cell, 25k swing, 10k combo evolve by tapping 1 and evolving this to a Cell 1 cost. You have 3 cells. Not sure if you're gonna play all 3 cells in your deck, but I'm just saying you got 1 cost, 3 1 costs that you can actually evolve from. On play, if you use a card from the battle area in your combo during this turn, add up to 1 Android only card from the cost of 3 or less from your drop to your hand. So that's definitely good, because now there's a flow, there's a sequence. You get to recycle cards, because if you get to swing, right? Let's just say you try to combo. Okay, let's just say you got the 2 drop Android 18. Summon her. do the two cards draw, two cards pitch. Then you swing, combo with a card from your hand or your discard pile, whatever. You swing. That's a 20k swing. Now you summon the one cost. Let's just say you got the one cost cell on the board. Swing. You get to combo the Android 18 with it. That's a 10k combo. Then you got another 20k swing. Now you evolve it. Evolve the card. And then you get to, you know, recycle a 3 cost or less Android back to your hand. That's definitely kind of good. That is definitely kind of good. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. So basically what you're doing here, your effect to this is to use it on the this one, this cell, because this cell gets to restand. Because if you do it on the other cell, then this card will come onto the board rested. But the SR gets to restand those swing again, which is fine. Basically, we have our own personal 2-drop Goku / Vegeta like BR does and SS3. So Cell needs removal. Cell right now has 2 removals. Has the 1 cost removals and it has the 2 cost removals. So far we on the right track. We got early game removals, 1 cost and a 2 cost. Those are definitely 2 good pieces that it needs. Alright, 2 good pieces. Now next we have, let's talk about the super combo, alternate art. Amazing, love it, can't go wrong with it. Let's talk about the 6 cost, one of the big bodies of the deck itself. 6 cost, 35k swing, 0 cost. On 0 combo cell, evolve by tapping 2 and putting this on top of the 4-drop 4-drop cell, right? On play, draw 2 cards, then this card can't be KO'd until the end of your opponent's next turn. Okay, so the only thing that I don't like about this chain is that if I do evolve, I can't swing with the 4 cost. I'm basically evolving to use the effect to recycle something back to my hand, then to evolve again and swing 35k. Now it would have been good if you could actually swing with the 4 cost and then evolve and you get to restand. But the 4 cost doesn't give you a restand option and this 6 cost doesn't either. So this to survive for 1 turn is definitely an amazing card. So you can still swing with the this is the good part. That you can still swing with the 4 cost, right? And then this comes rested. The 6 cost comes rested. You don't even have to swing with him. Just leave it like that. He can't even be KO'd. He's already protected for the turn. So next turn, if you try to do the chain reaction again to summon the next 6 cost, you already got a 35k swing on the board. So that's definitely kind of amazing to actually have. Then we have the other big boss, which is the 3rd God card that's coming out in the set. 6 cost, 40k swing, cell, 0 combo. Evolve by tapping 3 energies and putting this on top of the 4 cost. So that means the SR has to be a 4-off. The 4 cost has to be a 4-off. Because now you have 2 6 cost cells that has to evolve to that card. So that means we're going to get another 4 cost evolve card. That's guaranteed for a fact. We're going to get another 4 cost evolve card. And maybe that one will be able to restand. So like that you get extra swings, which is definitely good. And hopefully that 4 cost actually has removals. Like it's over 9,000 said. Cell needs removals. Maybe that 4 cost evolve card does have the removal. Maybe a 3 cost or less pop off the board. Or, you know, 4 costs, whatever the case may be. So there's a double strike. Definitely good. Activate battle once per turn. If this card is in the battle, for each card in your combo area used up to battle card. Wait. Use up to 1 battle card from your drop in the combo. So basically there's a built-in Chi-Chi. This card is a built-in Chi-Chi. Just so you know. Just so you know right now, Chi-Chi 1 drop is getting played in this deck. I know, guaranteed fact is getting played. Reason why is because the Chi-Chi 1 drop in the anniversary box. Wow, I'm having a problem talking. In the anniversary box that's coming out in this summer. Is it a summer? Whenever it's coming out. But it's coming out. It's an anniversary box that's coming out. there's a Chi-Chi alternate art card. Now we know why it's going to be alternate art, because it's definitely going to be played in this deck. So thank God I got my alternate arts, not the anniversary ones, but the alternate art Chi-Chi cards. Definitely got them on the side. I got my regular Chi-Chis as well. Definitely going to be playing 4 of those in this deck, because I want to awaken as soon as possible so I can start swing for 25k swing. And you have 5 life, so you're definitely going to be good. So using this, activating in battle, and the crazy part is that it don't even have to be with this card. It could be with any other card on the board that could be swinging, that you could just combo off the discard pile. It's just amazing. Just amazing. Right? So now I understand why you have the 1-drop Cell and the 2-drop Android 18 pitching cards, because you want to have combo power in your discard pile, like Namaku. Having combo power in your discard pile to actually go crazy. Right? So let's go to the extra cards for Cell, and then we got another leader that actually got support. So now we got Cell games, 1 cost. If your leader is Cell, drawing card, then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent in your battle area, and it gets 10,000 power for the turn. Definitely an amazing card. I just don't like the whole concept of activate main. So I'll probably be using this maybe if you want to get really technical. Probably use 1 or 2 of these. Do the Android 18 or do the Cell to swing. 15k swing Cell to swing, restand, evolve, and stuff like that. Like I definitely see this being played at least a 2 of, because you're just building up that kind of a swing that you need, right? Then last but not least, we have the extra card, Cell's Egg. It's a 1 cost. Look at the 10 cards on the top of your deck. Reveal to 1 Cell with the cost of 0 and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck. So this is definitely gonna most likely gonna be played if you want to be early. Like if you want your chain to happen as early as possible, I definitely see this card being played. But if you feel like you don't need it and you could just do the chain reaction whenever that card happens to happen, then you could definitely just go with the 1 cost and just go up from there. I could definitely see that being done. I see people playing this deck without the Cell, but I definitely see people playing it with the Cell, with the 0 cost Cell. So I definitely can see that, right? So with the black Cell, right, we got the boss bodies, we have the SRs, we have the we got the SCR, we got like I said, we got 2 removals. So it's definitely not at a 2. That's for a fact. It's not a 1, it's not a 2. It definitely got the potential of the chain that it needs to get. I see where they're going with the chain. They're trying to mimic Red Cell without the negging. I get to see it. I see the hand size on where it could go, like draw power and everything else. The discard piling up to when you start comboing. Going for end game with the 6 cards double strike is definitely going to be amazing, because honestly you don't even really need that many cards in your hands, because if you could just combo a discard card, a card from the discard pile for each combo card that you put on the board. That is crazy nuts. So I definitely could see this, and I'm not trying to be biased because I do play black. We see the end game, and we see the beginning of the game. We see the build up, but there's the removal part that it's really bothering me. So like Piccolo needs the removal part. I see the chain reaction of swinging, comboing up, and everything else, and still gets a recycle. I see it. I see it. Yo, JJ, what's up? Sword 17 in the building. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it's definitely been a long time. You've been in MIA. Hopefully everything is good with you and your family, bro. But yeah, I definitely, out of 1 through 5, 5 is definitely a no. 1 is definitely a no. 2 is definitely a no. I definitely will give this a 3. I don't feel like it's definitely at a 4. I don't feel like it's at 4 just yet. I need to see what the removals look like, because if there's no removals, The minute they remove that one cost off the board, that one cost cell that restands, your chain reaction just goes out the drain. I just feel like you need the removals. You need some type of some type of removals. Yeah. I feel like that's the only thing that is the cell is missing right now, the removals, and maybe maybe the evolve card, the next evolve 4 cost card, gets more removals. Maybe gets a searcher because I get the searcher to be an extra card, but it's only looking for 1 card. Definitely need another searcher. It definitely does. So yeah, I'll definitely give this a 3. So the only deck that I definitely see right now, this is just my opinion on the set itself. I'm not including what you could take from the last set, old sets to put into this deck, into these decks. I'm just talking about what we have going into set 10, like what they're giving us to support the set 10 leaders. I definitely feel like it's at a 3. I feel like it's still missing, like the rest of the other leaders is still missing. So the only leader that I give a 4 will be the Vegito. But Bojax, Piccolo / Gohan, the Red Goku, and the Cell, I definitely give them a 3. So hopefully by next week when they do the set dump, because most likely, honestly, I don't even think it's going to be a set dump, because some of these cards are just coming out now. Matter of fact, yeah. If you look at the calendar, they always give us at least 2 weeks, or a week and a half to 2 weeks in advance before the set dump. So I definitely could see this set dump being dumped next Friday, but don't quote me on that. Android 18, been good, was crushed by work back in the game. Had to go to the dark side and go Goku S1. Add marker, search 3 cards would be nasty. Yeah, that's definitely what it's needing. Hopefully everything is good with you. Everything is good. I know the struggle with work. Work been killing me too. Right now I'm exhausted. I just came out of work. I did a double, then slept for 2 hours, went back to work, did an overnight. Now I'm up. Now I haven't even slept yet. I just want to do this stream, get the leaks out, up and running, and then I'll leave the game playing maybe later on tonight to stream again. If not, then I'll be back tomorrow for streaming again for the same time. But let's get back to it. We did get support for Nameku. Nameku got some support, and I'm playing Nameku right now. Nameku definitely got some support, and I think it's the support that I really needed. So let's go with the first support. Nameku gets Son Goku 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, your leader gets 2 key, plus 1 key. I said 2 keys. Plus 1 key. Activate main, place this card from the battle area into your owner's drop. If your leader with Planet Namek and his special traits has 3 or more keys, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it can attack during your opponent's next turn. So basically, Nameku just finished getting a built-in power. Not the Trunks lock-in, because that Trunks power card that Gogeta GT got is trash because it only locks a 5 or less. This actually give you the chance to swing with it. But just keep in mind, people, that if you're playing against Gogeta GT, he is in the range of game Pinnacle. Pinnacle negates 4 or less. But any other color, any other leader that's not Gogeta GT, you could just do Nameku, swing Goku, get the key. You already got the key. He goes up to 3, right? If he's at 2, you summon this. He goes up. No, we're not even, because he'll be if he's at 1. If he's at 1, turn 2, summon him, gets a secondary key. Your leader awakens, gives himself a key. That'll be 3 keys. So that means you get to swing with your leader, swing with him, remove him from board, lock a body on board, and you'll be good to go. That's definitely amazing to have. Me personally, I already printed out the proxies for this. I'm definitely gonna have to build. I already built this deck in TCG Arena. Let me not lie about that. I just need to, get a couple of my guys to get into the Discord so I could test out with them and see how many of these cards I'll be playing into the deck. Got commercials right when you started reading my comments. My bad, bro. My bad. Namek Goku is OP and keeps getting better. Yeah, I love Nameku. I love Nameku more than I like Gogeta GT because Gogeta GT is just relying on the pan. That if you don't see the pan in the first 2 to 3 turns, you're definitely like way behind, and I don't like that. Nameku, you could just go with whatever you got, especially with the addition of this card. Now you got the Krillin, you got the Vegeta, you got the Guru, you got the Nail Piccolo package to all give you keys. I definitely love it to awaken. Now the other support card that we got is not sure why this came this way. That was mad weird. Everything was popping up on the right screen except this one. So the other card that Nameku got is the Krillin. 3 cost, 20k swing, 10k combo. On play, if your leader has Planet Namek in his special traits, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area with the cost of 1 or less and KO it. Love the effect. Definitely needed removals. 1 cost sometimes are very dangerous to have on your opponent's board because they're probably just keeping those on check. So even if you're going with a mirror match, this will come in handy because you know, you get to remove the body on board, which is definitely going to be amazing, right? And then when attacking, your leader gets +1 key. So if he does survive, you're just going to continue building up keys. So your opponent is definitely going to just try to swing at this guy and make sure he dies. But if he dies, it is what it is. But just remember, he's a 10k combo. So those keys, you got a 10k combo. Definitely good. It's definitely a good card. Both cards are good. Both cards tip Nameku to be stronger than what he is now. Guarantee fact. Guarantee fact. Got back in the game, and when constructed, Nameku Goku got to play in a week. That's not that. I play Nameku. Like I said, I definitely play Nameku, and I love it. I love the deck. Just 3, just expensive, but good effect and 10k. Yeah, I get it. But it keeps in the Planet Namek flow. Like you want to have some, like this card. Me personally, I'll play probably 2 of these, max, just 2, because 1, it's a Namek. You can combo off the discard power. 2 is giving key, and 3, really think about it. Popping up 1 cost off the board is definitely good, and then try to swing, apply pressure is definitely good as well. I just feel like it's a good card to actually have. Just play 2 of those. That's it. That's all. I know I'm testing it out at 2 right now, but the other Goku I'll probably play like 3. 4 I'm not sure about, but 3 should be it. Playing 4 is kind of crazy, but I do understand why would you play that 4. But because Nameku doesn't have that many removals, you know, besides the Bardock Double Strike, which is not a part of Nameku package. The extra card, get it, but you definitely want to get some removals. I think in contesting with Piccolo combo and Piccolo better. No, I get it. I get the concept that you guys are saying. I'm not saying this card is better than all those cards. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if we want to add more removers into the deck, which we're most likely gonna be needing, you know, it's good to actually have this. Unless you're gonna play the 1 cost Android that was about to come out next set. But you know, I'm just saying. It's just, I don't know. You guys have your opinions, I got mine. I'm just saying. Me personally, I'm testing it out too. Anybody could be wrong or right. Right now, when the set drops, and then you really got to play online on the client, go to locals and actually play to win. Then we can actually say this card don't belong. It does do 2 good things. The only bad part is the cost. It's a 3 cost. That's the only bad part. But like I said, if we're gonna worry about removals, which he doesn't really have much of, that's how we go by it, and I'll add it into my deck. So like I said, every leader but Vegito, I give him a 3 out of 5. Vegito, I give him a 4. Hands down. Right? So let's go and talk about... so I already spoke about all the 5 leaders. Broke down the leaks and everything else, but there's one more little package that we gotta talk about as well. One more. And that is the story boosters that comes out in August. We got the leaders, we got the effects, and we got a couple of cards. Well, it's just extra cards. Extra cards and the 5 leaders that's coming out for that set. Right? So let's start with the first one. Now it's coming out this way. I don't know why it's coming out that way now. Hella annoying. So we got the Broly is back. I repeat, Broly is back. This is not a new Broly. This is the wow, I just had a brain fart. What is it called? What is it called? This Broly's already out. This Broly came out in set 9? That's what I said? No, set 8. Set 8, set 9. No, set 8. Set 8. I'm bugging. Set 8. This is the Broly that came out in set 8. So why are they coming out with this? That means the Broly's gonna get support. He already has support. He has promo support. Now he's gonna get another set of support. So I'm definitely gonna start seeing. August comes around, a lot of people's gonna jump on this bandwagon. I already see it. I already see it. So that's going for yellow. Now for blue, we have the repeat Vegito, set 5 Vegito. I have to get back to Discord. Oh, copy. Yeah, you gotta get back to the Discord, man. You gotta get into the tournaments as well. First tournament is tomorrow. The first qualifiers. So let's see how that goes. So yeah, we got the Vegito, the reprint. That's the word I was looking for. Wow, I was having the only brain fart. The reprint. I have the regular alternate art. Yeah, so these are definitely the reprints. So we got Vegito, the set 5 Vegito reprint. There's only one reason why they bring him back, because the new Vegito got cards that you can actually use for this Vegito. So we'll be seeing 2 different Vegitos next set. Well, not next set, for the August. So you're going to have the Vegito that's coming out that evolve, and then you have this Vegito coming out as well. You have the reprint of the Broly that's coming out. So we're definitely going to see another Broly up there, up and running. That's going to be definitely interesting as well. Does this mean Mil Ghetto getting support? He most likely getting support in that set. In that set, he definitely gonna get support. For set 10, he got a couple of cards that he could use, but it's not like it's not milling cards out the discard or out your deck. Sorry if that's what you're asking. Okay, so next leader is Son Goten for red. Son Goten, a new leader in town. 15k swing, 15k swing on the front side, 20k swing on the back side. On the front side, he says auto, when this card is placed in your leader area, play up to 1 Fate Transcending Generations from your deck. So now, if you guys ever played Masters or ever heard of Masters, can I post it? It's on the Discord. If you go to the Discord and you go to what's it called? The spoilers, all the leaks are up and running. All the leaks are there. All the leaks. Just gotta scroll up and look at all of them, and it just came out. So the auto effect that Son Goten has is definitely from Masters. Master does this. It's like field cards. So now they're trying to do field card dependence, which is definitely kind of crazy, because now they're trying to implement field cards. I became a title gifter for the first time. Congratulations, babe. Let's get it. Keep supporting. Soon enough, you're going to be streaming. Let's get it. We're going to be streaming out here. We're going to be dual streaming Marvel Rivals. We're going to do Fortnite. You're going to be doing Fortnite on your own. Trust me, I'm gonna support you 100% of the way. I'll make sure my Discord is gonna support you 100% of the way. Every time you stream, you're gonna see the notification on my Discord channel when wifey's gonna be up and running, so you guys can see how she be kicking ass on Fortnite. And you're gonna see myself. You're gonna see wifey. You're gonna see my little one, Ali B. You know, she's just sweaty in Fortnite. But we definitely gonna be on Marvel Rivals as well. So if you guys go and tune in on that, soon enough. I'll give it like about 2 weeks or less than that. Can't give you a specific date. We just want to get everything nice and ready. She hasn't started to stream just yet, but when she get there, I know she's gonna be ready to lock and load. So I hope you guys are ready for that. So back to the leader. When attacking, draw one card and then activate main/battle. If this card has 3 or more keys, flip this card over so you don't awaken on 4 life. Ooh, that's very, very dangerous. Well, I don't think this is gonna be very dangerous. I don't think so. Let's see, because this is gonna be the secondary leader with the key mechanic. So let's see, maybe it takes some pieces from this leader that's coming out for set 10 and add it to this, and maybe you can get to those 3 keys as soon as possible. But we're just gonna have to wait and see what key mechanics that this leader comes with in this set. Can I post the Discord? Copy, hold on. Got you right now. Got you right now. If you guys are tuning into my channel and you're not part of the Discord channel, for more info, I'm putting a link right now, so like that you guys could be part of it and get all the information that you need, tournament wise, anything that consists of. Sorry, I was trying to post. All right, got it. All right, I posted the Discord on the platforms. So if you guys want to click the link, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you support me by like, share, subscribe to my channel, follow, join the Discord, make me a mod on TikTok. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to walk me through that. You know more than me about that one. But I'll definitely add you. So going back into this leader's kind of iffy for me, because if we don't get keys, because if I'm not mistaken, with the Goku is coming out now, the keys don't go to the leader. The key stays on the board. So we're gonna have to see how this leader itself has enough keys that goes to the thing. So I'm liking that they're not coming out with 2 leaders back to back with the same mechanics. So like black, Nameku keys goes to him. Gogeta keys goes to the board. Beast Gohan goes to him. Piccolo goes to the board. Now we got Goku goes to the board, and this one goes to the leader. So okay, on the awaken side is a 20k swing. When attacking, draw 1 card. End of your turn. If you have used an extra that has Kamehameha and its card name during this turn, choose up to 1 Fate Transcending Generation in your battle area and switch it to active mode. Okay, I'm gonna have to see what this extra card is about, because this effect has to sound dangerous. It just has to, because why would you want to restand that? Why would you want to restand that? I'm kind of curious on that, right? We didn't get that much leaks. We only got the leaders and like 1 or 2 extra cards. So it's looking kind of interesting. Next is black, and we guessed it because they leaked one of the black cards that was coming out, and it was Babidi Cantrip. If you don't know what's a cantrip, it's a 1 cost. It's a 1 cost card, 5k attack, 5k combo, draw 1 card. Those are called cantrips, and it was a Babidi. We don't have nothing else that will come out unless they're gonna come out with a Boo, which Boo is already coming out in that set, or what they're gonna do, drop 2 Boos in the same set, that would have been kind of wrong. So I already knew it was gonna be. Most of us already knew it was gonna be Vegeta. The minute they leaked that 1 cost card, we already knew it was gonna be Majin Vegeta. So let's read the effect. On the front side is a 15k swing. Auto, when this card is placed in your battle area, play up to 1 Wicked Soul discovered from your deck. Then you can't play battle cards with the cost of 5 or more for the game. That is very dangerous. Alright. So either this deck is really built in to just 4 costs or less bodies, then that's very dangerous. Then you'll never use the effect of that field card. I'm not a fan of that effect. Unless the support card that's coming to this card is going to be that 5 costs, then it's totally different. Right? Unless they got some cards that, you know, you could actually do the effect that you could drop down the cost of a body to summon on the board. But even at that, I think it still becomes a 5 cost or more. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That means it's gonna be 4 costs or less. But that means these cards are gonna have to be broken. They're gonna have to be broken. When attacking, draw 1 card, of course. Then activate main or battle. If this card has 3 or more keys, flip this card over. So 3 or more keys. We got another leader with key mechanics. We got 2 keys with we got 2 leader with keys. And whatchamacallit? Let's see how it goes. Ali, can I get more water? Please? Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you. So we have Nameku with keys. We got Gogeta with keys. So he's definitely gonna have, and then we have Cell with Evolve. So they just skipped the leader. But he's gonna have support from 1 set to actually add into this set. So he's not gonna be that far behind, which I kind of like. Then on the Awaken side, he's a 20k swing when attacking, draw 1 card. Activate battle, your turn, once per turn. For each key removed from this card by the skills of your cards with Wicked Soul and your special traits, during this battle, this card gets 10,000 power for the turn. That's crazy. That means it could be a 30k, 40k, 50k, 60k swing. Who knows what the end game to this swing could be? So it's looking like we're gonna have 4 cost bodies or 5, maybe. I'm just not understanding the auto effect. Like I understand what I'm reading, but are they gonna get that field card that they're trying to have you play with this effect? Is it that important to play over a 5 cost or more? We're gonna have to wait and see. But I like the effect on the backside. Last but not least, for green, we have Majin Buu Evil. Another Buu. Maybe he's gonna be broken just like the last 2. So let's see. Not even the last 2. Last 3. Last 3 was just diabolical. All 3 of them. Front side is a 15k swing. Auto, when this card is placed in your leader area, play up to 1 demonic maze from your deck. So now we got 3 out of the 5 leaders that's being based on field cards. So they're implementing the field cards again, making them way much important than before. That's kind of interesting to actually see, but we'll see how that goes. When attacking, draw 1 card, activate main, and battle. So he awakens at 4, then flip the card over. So with that being said, it's just flipping the card over. You don't get to draw. Definitely interesting. So now, on the backside, when attacking, draw 1 card, then this card gets 5,000 power for the battle. So now we got another Bardock leader, basically, coming out with a 5k extra boost. So now this Buu is a 25k swing. Now we looking very interesting when it comes to this leader. Activate main once per turn. If you have 5 or less energies during this turn, reduce the cost of the next evolve skill you activate on a card with Majin and his special traits, and the cost of 6 or less your hand by 1. The effect is definitely good. So you already see that this deck is going to be minimizing on probably 6 to 7 energies at max. So they can burn the 2, be at 5, activate the effect. Now we know he's a evolve and he's a 25k swing leader. Definitely going to be an interesting deck to see being played out. Definitely. So those are the 5 leaders. We have the reprint of Brawly for yellow, reprint of Vegito set 5. We have Goten for red, Majin Vegeta for black, and then you got Evil Boo for green. Now let's talk about the 3 extra cards that they actually revealed to us. The first one is the field card. We were just talking about the field cards. So I guess they gave us the field cards. So let's see if these field cards are worth playing. For green is the Demonic Maze as a 4-cost field card, right? Switch this card in the battle area to rest mode and place 1 battle card with Majin in a special trace from your drop under this card. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So it's a Self-Awakener, which I don't know if you're going to be Self-Awakening at a 4 cost. And then you have a Majin you put under this. There has to be a reason why you're actually building up cards under this every single turn. Unless so it looks like we're about to start playing field card removals. Let's keep that, just keep that in mind, because if these cards are too broken, then we're gonna have to figure it out. Next up, we have the next field card, and it's for black. Wicked Soul Discovered. It's a 4-cost. Activate main, tap 1 energy. Switch this card in the battle area to rest mode. Your Vegeta leader gets +1 key, then draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards from your hand. Okay, so yeah, depending on what the 5 cost looks like, I won't even do this. I won't even play this from the beginning, because then that's sacrificing me on summoning a big body, a 5-cost body. Because if the 5-cost body is that strong, I want to play that 5-cost body. But you'll definitely get to play this. It's a 5-cost basically. You're basically tapping 4. You're wasting a whole turn just to play this. That's the only sucky part when it comes to these field cards. That you're sacrificing a turn just to play these field cards. Not sure how I feel about that. Not sure. Last but not least, we have a red field card. And the red field card is Fate Transcending Generations. You have the 4-cost field card. They're all 4 cards. Permanent during the battle. When you would pay the cost of an extra with Kamehameha and its card name from your hand with the cost less than or equal to the key under your leader, you may switch this card in the battle area to rest mode instead. Not that bad. That is kind of broken. That is definitely kind of broken. All field cards looking really good. I'm not sure about the Wicked Soul one. That field card would have been something different. It would have been better if it was for Cell, because Cell combos off the discard pile. This leader doesn't, from what it looks like. But we don't know. We just only got a field card and the leader effect, and that's it. So yeah, that's what it looks like, right? So that's basically what it's getting. And then if you guys, as you can see, Story Booster comes out on August 21st. So we have set 10 that comes out June 13. And then you have Story Booster number 1 comes out August 21st. So just keep that in mind, people. Just keep that in mind. Put that in your calendars. I'm going to try to do the best that I can to get one of these Story Boosters cases. I'll probably just get 2 boxes and then trade in everything else, because I'm just sticking to black. I just like the black leaders. Unless Bardock comes out in a different color, I'm not transitioning to any other color but black. I save money in my pocket. It's easier for me to trade for what I need, and I get the calls that I want to you know, for you guys, for my tournaments, for my raffle hours and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely got to keep that in mind. So yeah, sorry, I was reading some, just wanted to make sure that I'm intact with the whole chat. All right. What's going on here? All right. Sorry, I was just making sure that I'm actually up to date with the messages and stuff. All right, so that's it, people. That's all the leaks that's been dropped throughout all these weeks, and I spoke about all the leaks that happened this morning or last night or this evening. I don't know where you guys are watching my stream from, but definitely kind of excited about it. I'm seeing a lot of promise when it comes to this set. Where to tip the scale for set 9 liters, we're just gonna have to see when the full set comes out, and fingers crossed it might be next Friday. Let's just hope, because I think we're at least 85% into the set, but we just have to wait and see and how it goes. But thank you guys for tuning in. What time is it? I'm definitely kind of tired. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, but I'll definitely be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time, to co-host the tournament and everything else. Yo, Spinning Monkey, what's up? I'm about to just get off. I was just talking about all the leaks that we just been happening. Yeah, I've been on for 3 hours. I just hit the 3-hour mark. I would have done a 4 hours, but I'm just exhausted. I'm trying to get a nap in before I go about my day, because this is my weekend off, and I'm just exhausted. I had a rough past 2 days at work, and I definitely want to get some rest, get something to eat, try to just get myself situated and spend some time with the family. But tune in tomorrow, guys. Make sure your notification is on, and whichever platform you guys are watching me on. And tournament's locked in, loaded, and hopefully to see you guys there. Sorry that I'm kind of like trying to see that I actually spoke about everything I needed to speak about for tomorrow and for today. But like I said, if you guys are new to my channels, make sure you like, share, subscribe to my channel. Definitely be here tomorrow. Hopefully you guys liked everything that I spoke about and everything else. My Discord channel is there. Just make sure you're part of it for any information that you need. And just be here, and we just do what we gotta do. Just sit back, relax, watch my end credits, and I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Enjoy your days, people. Just enjoy your days. Just make sure your notification is on, because I don't know. Most likely I'll probably get on later. Who knows? I still got a long day to go. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Latest.
Squad assemble, we take a floor. Battle cries echo like thunders roll. No capes, no masks, just fire in veins. Our power level breaking chains.
Through the smoke, through the fire, we ignite the endless night.
Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking the code. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles where the Lord. Energy blast out in the sky. One punch lands and villains fly. We charge, we clash, no time to fall. Destiny's calling, we answer the call. Fusion sparks in the heart of the game. One team, one dream, burning like flame. We rise, never back down. Kings of the cosmos, wearing no crown. Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking the code. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles where the Lord. Ready for war, ready for more. Universe travels where the squad assemble, we take a floor. Battle cries echo like thunders roll. No capes, no masks, just fire in veins. Our power level breaking chains.
Through the smoke, through the fire, we ignite the endless night.
Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking the code. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles where the Lord. Energy blast out in the sky. One punch lands and villains fly. We charge, we clash, no time to fall. Destiny's calling, we answer the call. Fusion sparks in the heart of the game. One team, one dream, burning like flame. We rise, never back down. Kings of the cosmos wearing no crown. Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking the code. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles with the Lord. Ready for war, ready for more. Universe trembles with the Lord. Squad assemble, we take a floor. Battle cries echo like thunders roar. No capes, no masks, just fire in veins. Our power level breaking chains.
Through the smoke, through the fire, we ignite the endless night.
Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking the code. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles where the Lord. Energy blast out in the sky. One punch lands and villains fly. We charge, we clash, no time to fall. Destiny's calling, we answer the call. Fusion sparks in the heart of the game. One team, one dream, burning like flame. We rise, never back down. Kings of the cosmos wearing no crown. Dragon Ball Z, fighters we soar. Kamehameha breaking the code. Ready for war, ready for more. The universe trembles with the